Have you ever wanted to date a monster? I know you have. In this game, you play a guy who recently picked up a job as a cashier in a very weird gas station or convenience store. You spend time trying to make money so that you don't get eaten by your alien boss, and also try to help out three gorgeous hunks of men who just so happen to be monsters. This game was Don't Eat the Cashier. You can find it on itch.io, and I hope you enjoy me playing it. Hello, everybody, especially hello, voidlings of YouTube. My name's Lucky Jene. I'm a gambler, a writer, a soon-to-be villain, and today we are playing a selection of random visual novels, otome games, and dating simulators. Why? Because people like it when I play these. Do I know why? No, I don't. But they just do. So we're playing Don't Eat the Cashier first, and we have a few other selections coming up. Be the sentient tree? Got it, chat. Your pronouns are they, them.
We are a sentient tree.
Why you have a very deep voice? Okay, well, you see, when a mom and a dad love each other very much, and they have a child, and the child goes through occasional trauma, a brief spout of alcoholism, and then he goes through puberty. Well, actually, no, it wasn't that order. It was the puberty first, then alcoholism later. And then he talks for a while, and he grows to be 6'4" and has a big throat. It causes the vocal cords to be very large. And when the vocal cords are large, then you can have a deep voice. Ha-ha! Naturally. Also, if you want to have a deep voice naturally, you just need to relax your vocal cords as much as you can. And the more you relax them, the deeper you can get it. Whoa. See? Yeah, it is. I like you, like me. Yeah, like me. Mm-hmm. A free origin story. Well, somebody asked me, why is my voice so deep? What's your favorite alcoholic beverage? The free kind. But I don't really drink much anymore. I used to drink all the time, and now I do not, because, chat, do you know relying on alcohol to make you happy is not a good thing to do?
That's what she said.
Mm-hmm. Mm. All right, it's time to pick our body type. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo, catcha, tiger. I'm choosing type 1. Are you British? I'm assuming you're not American or English. No, but I could be if I really wanted to be. I don't want a body. Too bad, you're going to have one. What's my name? Chat, what should I name him? Voidlinks. Oh, well, no, I'm American. Obviously, Peebus. Thank you. Peebus. Ha! Oh, God, is that just going to be the name now?
The lack of sentient tree option for the body is disappointing.
It is a little disappointing they didn't let us pick the body. But, you know, hey, it's a decent body. Sometimes I really wonder. Wait. Do we go back with the name? We can just make it the same character from last time. Sometimes I really wonder, how did I end up here? Not that I dreamed of a career as a neurosurgeon or an astronaut, but for crying out loud, working at a gas station? On the other hand, money is money. I sent out resumes to every conceivable and inconceivable place, applying for every position where I could somehow use my degree in art. So, I don't know. Where would he apply? 0 responses. I had to swallow my pride and find at least something. Human organism. Look, I've had some bad choices in my life. Thank you for the heart maze. But, like, come on, really? Really? Human organ? Okay, organism's duties include selling food for mouth. We tried to sell food for anus. It did not work. Silence and obedience, hot. Household tasks, less hot. Obeying those who are more ancient. I mean. Oh, right, I got assigned a maid outfit. I apologize. Friendly team offers new and old faces of friends. Are you harvesting the faces? Long and different life. Consumption of nourishments. Juicy juices. Trips to human places. hello, yes, I would like to be human organism at gas station. Thank you. I found the note stuck to the glass. Food for mouth. Seriously, this guy's got a style of his own. Apparently, the manager is just an eccentric dude. Or is this their new marketing tactic to grab attention? Whatever, people often told me that I have my quirks too, and that's even if they haven't seen my first... I'm canonically a furry in this game. I'm just gonna... It's fine. It's fine. Fine, we're just gonna... All right, next game? Now we go next. Should we do the next game? Huh? God, fine. 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 I'll be a furry today. God.
You're canonically a furry in real life.
I am not a canonic furry in real life. What's your fursona? I don't have a fursona. That would require effort and time and money. Have you seen how expensive fursuits are? Like, if I were to have a fursuit, I'd want to get like one of those digi fursuits that have like the big... Anyways. Well, whatever, as long as he's not a complete jerk who'll hit on me or make me scrub... Oh, blah, 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 blah. Okay. Okay. I didn't scream. I couldn't move. My brain furiously tried to find any category for this in its database. Hallucinations. Hallucinations. Psychosis. Too many energy drinks. A typical middle manager.
What?
The monster from my nightmare stirred. Its tentacles crept closer to the count. Tentacles, hey. My God. The creature made a sound. Not from a mouth. It had none. The sound emanated from deep within its bulk. Hollow, profound.
Hear me out.
Don't hear me out on that. Profound, bone-shaking.
Greetings, organism. I am Bob, the interdescribable and terrifying consumer of worlds. Computer, shut up. I'm busy. But you, grain of sand, may call me Manager Bob.
No. This isn't real. I'm dreaming. I need to wake up.
You will sell food for mouths and obey me, for I am ancient.
You guys don't gotta hear me out. I will scream it out my little lungs would.
Stop it, chat. There's gotta be better options, surely. There's gotta be. Don't eat the cashier. I mean, we're trying, but I don't know if we have an option.
Memorize the rules of the establishment, for my patience is as limited as the salary I offer you. Rule number 1, you sell no matter what: chicken food for the mouth, gremlin fuel, noodles made from cursed souls, lottery tickets for extra limb raffles, discounts, rot, ritual foil, everything must be sold.
He points directly at me with that creepy, slimy tentacle.
Every miserable unit of currency brings me closer to my triumphant exit from this pitiful hole.
Me and you both, buddy. Guten Abend, Deutschland. I pinched myself, but didn't wake up.
Rule number 2, be polite to customer, ignore bald spots and werewolf fur, and watch out for drafts which ectoplasmic energetic entities are in their store.
What?
But don't let them get too bold. Customers are just walking containers for currency. They should only pay in monetary units. Payment in existential dread or hair of the dead is not acceptable.
You know what? Valid. I also do not want to get paid in existential dread because I have enough of that as my own. I have so much dread, chat. You don't know how much dread I have.
Many of them come here just to chat because they are idle and purposeless organisms. Your task is to make them part with their currency
Bob
anyway.
is adorable. Can we have your number?
Stop trying to date the weird blob. You can't just want to date a guy because he's cute. I mean, you can, but he has tentacles. I don't know if he has any... Well, I mean, I guess if you have a certain anatomy, tentacles are fine. Shut up. We're not thinking about this. I don't need to think about the idea of doinking. Thanks for sharing live, Bob. And thanks for sharing live, Venus and Undertaker.
It is also your duty to heal the organisms they are injured using special kits. If they die, they can't give away currency.
Werewolves, ectoplasmic entities, and what the hell are you anyway? Hold back. Excuse me, dear sir, you seem to have mentioned werewolves and ectoplasm. Silently tremble in fear. Chad, it's your first choice. It's your first option you get. 1, 2, 3. Pick it. What do you got for me? Meanwhile, I'm gonna mix myself a little drink. Let's see, we got twos, a lot of twos. Ooh, there's some twos over there. Twos across all the platforms. Okay, sure, yeah. My voice is as polite as possible. I managed to compress my primal screaming panic into a tight ball and shove it deep down. There you go. Werewolves, and that's not to mention that you yourself are a giant meatball with tentacles. Damn you.
I shall answer your questions, curious polite organism. Werewolves and ectoplasmic entities are just a few examples of the many insignificant life forms that frequent the establishment. What units like them is that they are all slaves to consumption, just like your kind. As for my nature, I am your immediate supervisor and the guarantor of future financial prosperity.
I'm at a gas station for monsters. I got a job with Cthulhu for minimum wage.
This is all you need to know?
Yeah, it really is all I need to know. I fear any more knowledge will surely drive me insane. Yep. This is Don't Eat the Cashier, I think. For the first time, something resembles approval flickered across Bob's many-eyed face.
A rare and unexpected display of grains of wisdom that have not yet left the human species. Embrace your ignorance, let it become your shield and direct path to status of human employee of the month.
Okay, wait, so if there's human employee of the month, then is there monster employee of the month? Hello, Casanova. And what does the human employee of the month get? Do I have to work here for a whole month? Yeah, you know what? Chad, you don't get to pick this one. I get to pick this one. I want to know what I get.
A cash bonus of 25 cents.
Oh, not bad.
I understand that you human are already extremely excited about this, but that's not all. During its use, there is only a 7% chance that you will be transported to a dimension of endless pain, suffering, and unimaginable torment.
Truly generous. He suddenly places a jar in front of me on the counter.
And the last rule, remember, organism, the disc container must be filled with money by the end of your wake cycle. In the bottom of the jar is visible. You will clean the sanitary rooms with the object in the dimension of absolute horrors and suffer for 2,510 years.
A fork?
What am I gonna do with a fork? What am I gonna do with the fork?
He's gonna... It's gonna be horrible. I'll figure it out. I will try. Fork it. You know what? Definitely fork it. Bob needs eyeglasses. Would he be wearing? He just gets a monocle. Bob only gets a monocle. Wait, no. How would that? I imagine Bob would get a prosthetic nose so that he could attach a monocle to it. I couldn't take my eyes off the fork, the potential tool of my eternal servitude. At this moment, my mind was fully capitulated. Yes, I was hired by a multi-eyed cosmic architect. Oh, he has a lot of eyes, actually. Architect Squid. Yes, my clients will be non-humans. Yes, I'm being threatened with a fork and eternal toilet cleaning. How could anyone clean anything with a fork?
The same will happen if you think of escaping before the end of your work contract. My ocular sensorium perceives the subtlest of matters. It will detect you in any corner of the pitiful planetary sphere.
Crap. Okay, I'm stuck here. I'm in a trap.
Do you understand, organism?
All right, chat, 1 or 2. What do you want? We got hold back, yes, sir. Or we got, why not? Oh, it's kind of split here. Okay, ones. We got some good ones over here. We got ones over here. Okay, got plenty of ones. A solid amount of ones, a little twos, but we'll start with this. Yes, sir.
Acceptable.
Oh no, there's hearts next to his name. Chat, there was hearts next to his name. Oh god, I'm gonna have to sleep with the monster, with the alien.
Goodbye, organism. Good luck in your currency acquisition
Smash.
and button press. Don't say smash.
Yeah, you know what? I think I need help. Point at the buttons machine. I point at the sticky button on the vending machine. Bob's central eye looks at my finger, then at the machine, then back at my face. The creature sighs. A tentacle extends from his body with torturous slowness. With the drum of a pianist playing this last tragic note, the tip of the tentacle presses down. Click. Bob waits expectantly. Okay, got it. Sorry.
Your capacity for learning is phenomenal. This concludes the briefing. Remain as polite an organism as you are.
I bet. Draw me in a ship with Bob. I believe in you. If I see Bob and Jene ship art, I don't know what I'll do. I'll either be very excited or horrified. Oh, hello, V. Welcome. Thank you for joining. Finally, he left me alone. The silence of the gas station was broken only by the hum of refrigerations containing juicy juices and the buzzing of neon lamp above my head. I want to try juicy juice. I should be allowed to try juicy juice. Juicy juices. Do I get free juicy juices? Do I get an employee discount? This is where the important questions start. I want to get juicy juice. I stood in the same spot as if rooted to the ground. My breath returned to me in a sharp, uneven gasp. Too uneven. My bad. Give me a second. Almost died. We're fine. My hands were shaking. The tip jar, which I needed to fill to avoid ending up in a dimension of ancient horrors, still stood proudly on the counter. Okay, so what just happened? Option 1, I've gone insane. That's the most logical conclusion. Prolonged stress from job hunting, malnutrition, nerves, anxiety, a disrupted sleep schedule, and my brain just malfunctioned. Or, yeah, that's it. I'm gonna wake up on my couch in my dingy rented apartment. I pinched myself again. Nothing. I scanned the room once more. It smelled of gasoline and old coffee. It was still absurdly real. Thank you for the follow. And that meant everything he said. It was all true. Werewolves, vampires, tips, the fork. Fork you. A historical mix of laughter and scream of terror welled up in my throat, but I held it back. I needed to get through this. Chat, I'm changing outfits. I've worn the maid dress long enough. You'll have to earn it again. But I held it back. I need to get through this. I needed to. Oh. Oh no, don't tell me that's my first customer. Ding, 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 ding. Bells? What the? Oh. Where the hell did this sound come from? It took great effort not to look away from it. By the way, is the game too loud? No, it looks fine, actually. Game's fine, right? Don't say kinda fine. My mans is here. What do you mean your mans? It took great effort not to look away from those red burning in pitch black darkness. Is he amused? Is he wondering if I'm tasty? Bob didn't exactly give me a guarantee that I wouldn't get devoured at work. My brain, still recovering from the encounter with Bob, was frantically trying to figure out how to break the ringing silence. All right, Jay, you have an option. You can't just appear with the sound of a creepy piano, sir. Option 1. Isn't it strange that I work at a gas station for a couple of bucks that you are the one who wears the jester hat? Option 2. Good evening, sir. What would you like to purchase? Option 3. Or please, don't eat me. I'm just a miserable, tasteless cashier.
He can jingle my bells.
Don't say he can jingle your bells. Which one? 3? 3? We got some 3s? Lots of 3s. All right. Good evening, sir. What would you like to purchase? I mean, honestly, it makes the most sense. I'll give this to you. Maybe you guys have this one figured. Oh! Oh, no. Purchase. I would like to purchase your attention.
Smash.
Bad. One second, I gotta turn on the music volume. There we go. That'll be better for me. Okay.
Oh no, he's hot.
Sorry. This is question mark, question mark, question mark. I would like to purchase your attention. I suppose that's free. It's sort of included in the service package. I suppose it's free. Make a wink, but only for you, sir. You're lucky, esteemed
You
sir.
can eat him.
My attention is on a sale. No, they're trying to eat us. I'm not sure that's on sales list. However, there are plenty of other things you would like. All right, Chad, what do you want? 3? There's 3 over there. So I see some 3s. What do we got, TikTok? 4s, 1, 3. You know, 3's not bad. We got some plenty of 3s. Okay, 3, 3, 3, 2, 2, 1, 2, 2, 1, 2. Oh, getting a lot of 2s now. 3's looking good. 3. Okay, 3's getting a little bit higher. Let's do 3. Oh, no. A bargain. But it is wise to put your best merchandise on discount. Oh, but is it wise to put your best merchandise on discount? Jay, we're going to talk about this real quick. There is a theory in business that you should not put things on discount, because if you put them on discount, you're telling people that it's worth less than you think it actually is. And so you should only put things that you actually want to get rid of on discount. Anyways. Anyway, I adore a good bargain, especially when they're absolutely unfair. In a truly fair world, my dear soul, you'd be worth more than 6 an hour. Can a mere piece of paper reflect your uniqueness? Can even 6 of them? Not even 20 could. Could 21? I love your voice impression so much. Please get into voice acting. I've voiced in 2 tiny games. I am in Ravenous Hand and in Sweet Chocolate Valentine. Sweet Valentine Chocolatier. My bad. But I am working on getting in more. And I wouldn't mind 20 extra pieces of measly paper. Sigh. Is he trying to drop me? No, we can't keep him. He's broke. Man comes in the store, goes, you know what? You're worth more than 20 bucks. And you know what? I wish I had 20 bucks. Girl, honey, baby, go get a job.
The frogs have released. They might have a thing for clowns. Ellie frog.
My God, another, my God, another crazy person with a strange way of speaking. And it seems he's in a mood for a chat. So, what is a beautiful, charming soul like you doing in such a dreadful, dirty island of misfortune? Or rather, what is a place like this doing with such a charming soul as you? Oh wait, where are my manners? I suppose I must introduce myself. I have many names. Dinglethorpe, Flibbit, Small Penis the Third, most of which are not fit to be spoken in the company of lovely noble souls. The nicest I've heard is the Mad King. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, we're dead. We're not surviving this. What? A title I plan to pass from me to myself from the coming centuries. How? How? Oh, are you something that possesses hot people? Oh, God. Chat, we need help. All right. Deiran.
I'll let him kill me. In bed, that is.
Dairan?
We keep the jester.
Dran. Dare? Dayran. Okay, Dayran. Thank
Can
God.
I crack him?
Oh, you cannot crack him. Dayran. Thank you. Thank you. I'm so glad some of you can pronounce this. However, my mortal mother named me Dayran. Dorian? That works too. Now, may I have your hand? No. 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 No, chat. I'm not offering this to you. I'm not offering this to you, chat. Because if I offer this to you, you're going to get me killed. No. 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 I'm not putting one. I'm not doing one. That's going to get me killed. We will do this. Okay, we're going to save real quick. I'm going to save. Because you make me curious, will offer him my hand. All the chat said one. He's a green flag. Just because he's hot and dangerous and a twink does not make him a
Jene,
green flag.
please give the frogs the hot clown frog slap.
Oh, God. He suddenly bows his head and presses his lips to my knuckles. Meeting you is truly a pleasure. His lips are cold, yet a ghostly warmth spreads across my skin. So here I am, dealing with real gentlemen. How lovely. Or a king, as he calls himself. Chat, look, I need you all to get some sort of, like, basis of survivability, because my streams cannot exist without viewers, and if you all keep getting abducted by hot people, then I'm not going to have any viewership, chat. I need you to live. Okay, you got this? You understand me? Good. How am I supposed to survive? Thank you for the follow. If you get killed.
No, he's hot.
And I appreciate all the shares, by the way, chat. Thank you. Of all the kings and emperors locked in their soft chambers, this one has probably found a way to escape. May I know your name?
Isn't that we are trapped in your basement?
Look, don't call me out for keeping you trapped in the basement. Look, hey, don't call me out on locking people in my basement.
You abducted us, Fist. You only have yourself to blame, frog slap.
I don't immediately realize he's asking me a question. Still in a daze from the gentlemanly kiss. All right, my name is Peepus. I'm also a monarch, the monarch of the gas station. My name is Peepus, sir. I refuse to reveal my true name. Demons always do terrible things with them.
Any of you remember how many fangirls Jeff the Killer got back in 2014?
My name is Peepus,
That's
but my
what
friends
Duran
call
is reminding
me
of.
Big D. My friends call me Big D, if I had any. All right, chat. Come on, let's pick it. 1 through 4. What do you want? 4, 1.
Wait, is this the same game from last time?
This is not the same game as last time. 4, 4, 4, 4, 4. 3. Ooh, 4s, 1s. Ooh, it's kind of crossed the platform. You know what? All right. I'm going to do between 3 and 4, but I'm going to flip a coin. Computer, flip a coin.
Okay.
Heads, tails.
You got heads.
All right, I refuse to reveal my true name to demons. Demons always do something terrible with them. I refuse to reveal my true name. Demons always do terrible things with them. Ooh, chat, he liked it. Refusal, a rebellion against age-old traditions. My liege, he rebellious. Oh God, he is. It's Piero, chat. He's back again. Red is cool. I don't know how are you, but you is red and red is cool. I am red. Red is cool. Yeah, my liege, your rebellious spirit certainly commands respect. What a pity that plastic badge in your chest holds a different opinion. Oh. Nobody has ever accused me before of being smart. Nobody has once accused me of being smart. Dang. Dang. Noble. I love the name. Oh, the name is always so good.
Good evening. How has your day been?
Evening's been fine. Noble. Peebus. Goddamn badges. Give it back. He laughs. So soon, but my dear, I just got it. I'm not ready to part with it so easily. Such a tragic fate hidden behind every letter. So many unfulfilled ambitions, the desire to paint the world in your own colors. And a small pinch of existential horror, spiced with a secret love for the furry fandom. Why is everybody calling me a furry? Damn it. Get out of my head. Apologies, my liege. What? I have human ears. What do you mean? Because of the dog ears? No, I have human ears. See? Human ears. Human ears. Yes, that... Clearly, I'm a man. A big, strong
Because
man.
you are one.
Apologies, my liege. Sometimes I just can't resist peeking behind the textures. It's such a terrible temptation. You've no idea how hard it is to live with.
I feel like my brain is turning into jelly. Ooh.
It could be because you eat out of dog bowls and sleep in a dog bed.
I haven't slept in a dog bed yet. I own a dog bed. That's different. And I don't understand when we'll finally get to the point. Actually, it's not all that bad. Actually, it's not all that bad. Maybe I've just been spoiled by all those mangas about sinister and tragic monsters. Though the only tragic thing about this client so far is his tragic unwillingness to buy my discount rot.
So let's finally get to the purpose of my visit.
Finally.
It's completely unknown to me.
Excuse me? Excuse me? Are you kidding me? This is Don't Eat the Cashier, or something like that. I can't remember what the name it was called. Can I put that in the title? Am I capable of doing that over here? I don't know how to do that. Oh, we can pin a message. Don't Eat the Cashier is game. Boop. And... wait, how's this work? Mods! I need your help. Pin my message, please. All right, here we go. It's completely unknown to me.
Can we keep him a la frog slap?
Oh, pizza. Yay. Oh, hey, Gabriel. I remember you. You're the stuffed crust pizza from last time. Thank you, Mod. We can't keep him. Oh, for crying out loud.
There's nothing interesting in the assortment of these pathetic snacks except for you, so I'm buying your time. Let's have dinner. I'm sure you must be hungry.
No.
Oh no. Allow me to create a more pleasant atmosphere for us.
No, we're not dating him. Chat. This is not a romantic location. And the bag says praise the goat mother. I'm gonna say no.
I'm shivering from a gust of icy wind. He just teleported half of my gas station to a radioactive dump, or a radioactive dump to my gas station.
And that my jar, it's gone! My freaking jar! Ha! Put it back! Put it back the way it was in the jar! Looks like my rental apartment, but it seems to smell us now. I'm freaking out.
You really don't like change, do you? But life is ever changing. Life is not set in stone, my dear. Life is water. But since you don't like this...
Oh, thank you for the gift. Thank you for the rose. I appreciate it.
But since you don't like this current, so be it. Let me find us something less populated with mutants.
Like Olive Garden? Baby girl, I'll go to an Olive Garden with you all day. We can have unlimited soup and breadsticks. And salad. You get the unlimited salad, I'll get the unlimited soup, and we have a meal. It's great. And we can be there all day, and then we can have college students give us food and breadsticks, and we'll just sit there and talk for hours. It was perfect. See, right? Oh, yummy Olive Garden. Bread. Oh, there are ads. All right, everybody. We're going to take a quick little... wait. Are there ads or are there not ads? There are ads. Okay, we're going to take a quick little break. Hello again. I have returned. Oh, wait, I'm on the wrong page. Haha, there we are. Hello, everybody. I'm back. Cool. Good to see you. They got 654. Let's keep going. And thank you all for being patient.
I can't go along without familiar landscapes. Already ruined land makes me melancholic because all the fun has happened without me. Disgusting.
Oh, so he did this.
Allow me.
None of these places have been a good place for dinner yet, my guy. Like, all of these are just... no. Weird forest. Look at that frog. There's a little frog in the background. He's just so angry. He's got a nose. Who? Why does a frog have a nose? This is something seemingly less radioactive. Amazingly, I haven't thrown up yet. It feels like I've been flushed twice through the interdimensional toilet. I clear my throat. Seems like I'm sitting at a table. Much better, wouldn't you agree? Couldn't be better. All right, we got options. This is still not my store. Bob will kill me. It's beautiful here and strange. Is this your home? I prefer the dump. Well, maybe. 1, 2, 3, or 4, chat. Which one do you want? 1, 1, 1, 2, 2, 2. Okay, good amount of both. TikTok, how are we doing over there? 2 or 4, 2 or 4. We got twos. All right, let's do 2. It's beautiful here and strange. Is this your home? Words of a true poet. Peevis. My 2 favorite categories: strange and beautiful. This place is much more than the home. It's my cage and my greatest canvas for creativity. Every ugly tree, every mad toad, every eye-bearing mushroom. It's all a piece of me. A marvelous place, except when the rocks grow legs. He's not romantical. When the rocks grow legs and start running. Why are the rocks growing legs? Including those people. Right. Including those people that make their homes out of. Right? Including those that people make their homes out of. And now you're part of this place too. Isn't it wonderful? I'm slowly getting used to the landscape. The fireflies are quite charming. But it'd be better without the frog with a human face. I'ma call him Clint. This is Clint, chat. Aw, he's adorable. Who's a good Clint? Who's a good Clint? He's angry. Thank you for the follow. But it'd be better without the frog with the human face. The frog notices me too. It lets out a sad croak and then looks at me with an expression of deep existential despair. Points at the frog with the human face. Who's that? Oh, I was wrong. His name's not Clint. Lori? That's Lori. One of the brave souls who dared to challenge my authority. My dear friend, who once walked the path of adventure. However, he didn't foresee the possibility of being turned into a frog on a whim. He even tried to wield a sword with his tiny frog legs, fought to the end. A true warrior. Now, however, his foes are mosquitoes and bigger frogs. Tell me, dear, does he bother you? His little existential froggy crisis, I mean. Is it ruining the ambiance? He looks at me with an interested expression. Hold on, I don't want to make a decision yet. What exactly did Lori do? Yes, please disintegrate him. Please disintegrate him. 5 options. Can you remove him gently? He suffered enough. I don't mind Lori. No, I want him to what? Yeah, no, this gives a little too freaky for me. I want him to watch is insane. No, we ain't doing this. What? I'm not picking 5. We're not doing 5. Like, I mean, I might do 4. Okay, there's a lot of 5 over there. I might do... Yeah, there's a 5. Why 5? Why 5? It's too many. Okay, 4. Can we agree on 4? Do 4 okay? 5? God, okay, you know what? Fine. I'm gonna save again before I get myself killed. Apparently you want me to say, because you're absolute freaks. No, I want them to watch. Watch life passing by. See us enjoy a dinner of more than just mosquitoes and swamp water. My dear, you are a treasure trove of delightfully dark little surprises. Yeah, you perverts. So dinner, I'm sure you must be starving. Oh no. Traveling between realities must be exhausting. Sir, you're supposed to buy something at the gas station. You need to buy something at the gas station. I have a debt I need to pay to an intergalactic space alien who will kill me otherwise. I don't have time to be sitting here all night eating some delicious food. Look, you're cute. You're adorable. You're insane. But I need money. Please. This looks strange, but it smells delicious. Meat with honey. And next to the meat, a purple soup, possibly made from a less fortunate cashier. Whether the food is poison or not, if I refuse, His Highness might turn me into a frog too, so I pick up a fork from the table. And this is the most, don't eat it! Where's my option here? Thank you for the follow. Out of everything that I could have done right now, eating it? Really? It's 100 times better than these cheap instant noodles I usually buy in the supermarket.
Okay, see you later, chat. See you later. Lucky I'm still gonna crack him because he looks like a twink.
Okay. Really, buddy? Okay. Even the fact that I'm currently in some other university doesn't seem to harm my appetite. It seems you enjoy our cuisine. My chefs have managed to cook well on the occasion that when I notice it. I assure you, you won't regret this dinner, at least not for the first half hour after the meal. I'm sorry. Did you say the first half hour? Yes, thank you. Very kind. This is the best purple goo in my miserable life as a miserable cashier. Why are you doing all this? That dinner that teleports all that? Why you? Thank you for the food on my plate. Not staying back at me. Chat, you got one of 4 options. What do you think? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4? 4? Okay, let's do 4. Don't give me ideas. I might not be able to resist. To your fortune, however, I want your lovely eyes to look at me and only me, both the left and right. I particularly like the right one. It has more spark. Oh, God, no. I poke at my food with a fork, and I watch the peculiar scenery from the corner of my eye. A silence hangs between us that might even be called cozy, where I under heavy narcotics. Don't ask silly questions, return to eating, or what's your favorite animal? Eeny, meeny, miny, mo, catch a tiger by his toe. If he hollers, let him go. Eeny, meeny. I want to know what his favorite animal is. Glad you asked. It's right here on our plate. Just kidding, but I do need more time to think. Let's see, the riding flea has its own charms, very disgusting ones. Carnivorous butterflies are beautiful, but they're dumb and noisy. And as we know, only what's empty inside makes a noise. Or what's in my head. It's always ringing. I think it's a dog. Oh, me too! I love dogs. Okay, he's okay, chat. He's okay. It loves its owner with all its heart, and whether there's a saint or a serial killer, it doesn't notice the difference. It lives in a constant joyful state of blissful ignorance and misplaced enthusiasm. A creature that finds endless joy in a utterly meaningless. It is truly inspiring. Dogs are the gestures of the animal world, and I adore them for it. Yep. Yeah. Yep. Valid. Especially the small, wrinkly ones. Aww. And what about you? No, I want to choose dogs too. I guess cats. That's so dumb. That's so dumb. Thank you for the follow. Oh, indeed, they are true rulers of this reality, tiny furry gods of apathy and disdain, and we are their obedient, foolish caretakers. But I've been lucky enough to escape their tyranny and instead enjoy my own, and feed those around me. I turn to my meal, and just as I chew another bite, I hear His Highness's voice. By the way, how does the meat taste? Yeah, I figured. I mean, are we surprised? Are we surprised? Anyone surprised? Oh
No, it's how... Is the human flesh tender enough?
My fork freezes halfway. Ooh. Ooh. Vomit? Why the hell is there human flesh on my plate? Swallow with difficulty. Yes, thank you. Quite tender. Not as tasty as the one I had the day before yesterday. Chew while you're looking around the eye. You're the law here. I mean, once you've kind of committed to chewing human meat, none of these are good ideas, right? Because this just makes you seem like a cannibal. This clearly makes you in on a joke. You gotta assert dominance. You gotta assert dominance. I meet his gaze. Look at his eyes. Slowly and with all authority, I place a piece of meat in my mouth and begin to chew without breaking his eye contact. I can't remember ever seeing someone so shocked in my life. His mad grin vanishes, his eyes widen, and his own fork freezes halfway to his mouth. For one precious, glorious, sweet moment, the Lord of Chaos is completely and utterly baffled. My dear, you are a true treasure. You didn't just call my bluff, you raised the stakes to the sky. No, it's certainly not human. It's just venison, as far as I can tell by the taste. Not very intelligent. Girl, I wish I could taste things like that. Imagine if you could eat a cow and be like, yes, this cow's super smart. Stupid, but smart. Because, it's a cow.
It's definitely not Timmy or Carpenter who unexpectedly disappeared near the large kitchen cauldron perfectly sized to fit in it. Definitely not. I've personally issued several decrees related to cannibalism, perhaps even concerning its prohibition, but that's besides the point. I rarely have visitors, and I'd like to tell you about other interesting guests, after all. It's the most fascinating thing I can share with you. For a place where mushrooms with eyes grow, it can be incredibly dull here.
Shadows in the clearing thicken and stir. They detach from the gnarled trees rising up from the ground like black ink and spread across the wall. Hello. Dancing and intertwining, they prepare to perform at their master's whim. And thank you for the follow.
Behold this incredible crooked castle, my dear. Crooked to the point of absurdity. Sadly, in reality, its curves look far more aesthetic. But give the creator some leeway for the expressiveness. Many braves and not-so-bright souls have tried to conquer this terrifying...
Oh, my bad.
I was playing TikTok on my phone earlier. Eerie and crooked castles, so many that it became even more crooked. You see, the dreaded full monster living there never liked being distracted from their important duties. Terrible important duties, like having long, deep conversations with its own reflection, or concocting recipes with raisins.
What? What, he just talked to him? Okay. Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep listening.
The monster was a tyrant, a menace. He sowed chaos and disorder, mostly on purpose. He had countless opportunities for creativity and wasn't afraid to use them. He made some people believe they were pigeons and others that they were grains. He wouldn't allow his best servants to have windows, fearing that the moon and both suns would get envious and want to take them away. He demanded they seal the gaps in the door as well.
See, chat, that's why I keep you in the basement. Because if the sun and moon sees you, it might take you away. Obviously. Obviously.
He locked wizards who came to him for magical gifts in a giant laboratory and promised them power if they invented a kettle that could boil everything except water.
Huh? But why? I need to know. I need to know about the kettle.
Invent it. Oh, they did much more. After 11 years of failed prototypes, a few explosions and chemicals run away on their own legs. And they succeeded. The kettle would boil even bright memories, but not water. Water would instantly freeze, explode, and file for divorce. I immediately reward them with a new invention idea. A cup with a sealed top and without a bottom. Let's see how they handle that.
Chat. It's an upside down cup. It's an upside down cup. It's just an upside down cup. That's what? That's 100% just an upside down cup. Please tell me there was like no struggle and they just gave him an upside down cup. But I digress. But behold, a ray of light in the dark kingdom. The first hero, Sir Lorry the Righteous, in all his clanging, self-important glory. He took a knee to rest briefly because the weight of his righteousness was bad for the health of his poor back. Following rumors spread by the same monster, he fought his way through the monster's loyal subjects to... By the way, where did he even find them? Most of my subjects are too busy contemplating the color of suspenders for their suspenders or laminating. Too busy contemplating the color of the suspenders for their suspenders. Sorry. They're trying to... They have suspenders for their suspenders, and they care about the color of their suspenders. So their pants are held up by suspenders. Or what do the suspenders hold up? Because the suspenders hold up the pants. So what do the suspenders do? In case you don't have shoulders, it makes sense. It does not make sense. I refuse to believe it. It is. Don't eat Cashier. Or lamenting their fate. I cherish them in their imperfections. Anyway, it doesn't matter. They were probably the most restless of them. Every story needs minions. In any case, our hero descended into the Grotto of Despair. The Grotto of Tentacles. Imagine the most sinister name you can conjure. The Grotto of my parents' disappointment in me. The Grotto of Kidney Stones, the Grotto of Despair sounds about right. Chat, pick one of them. 1, 2, or 3. 1, 3, 2, 1. I like 1. 1's good. We got a lot of 1s. Grotto of my parents' disappointment in me. Oh, but if they could see you now, you're at a royal audience. They would be proud of you. No, actually, they wouldn't be proud of you if they got to know me better. But in that case, if they got to know me better. But in that case, it's good too. They won't be alone under the weight of their disappointment. But let's not get sidetracked into the grotto of your parents' disappointment in you. Our hero descended to retrieve an artifact capable of defeating the Monster King. The Ring of Incredible Power. A bit shoddily crafted, but I assure you, it looks more aesthetic in real life. However, the brave knight didn't know that the incredible power of the ring lay in its 440 pounds weight, that it was its only magical property. The only incredible thing about the ring was its incredible stupidity and uselessness. Dude just made a fat ring. Tungsten ring. The realization that he had spent weeks of his life on a divinely heavy paperweight, and the sudden crushing thought that he should have become a baker instead of a hero just to get some sleep. Well, it broke his poor, noble mind. Not that his mind was ever intended for serious burdens. Nod meaningfully and wait for him to continue. So the knight perished. But then along came Elmer Eagle-Eye. They say he earned his nickname by escaping from an enemy fortress on the third day of his captivity. He noticed that his prison cell was lacking the fourth wall. Come on! Come on! It was lacking the... Really? Really? It's lacking the fourth wall? An archer of legendary skill who tried to kill me with a precise shot constantly during breakfast, while bathing, at balls, during sleep, and even while I was devising a plan to get rid of them. The audacity. I hate just killing them. Turning them into madmen is much more fun. And I bestowed a little curse upon the elf as well. I made it so that every time he drew his bowstring, he'd hear the most annoying melody in his ears. The most annoying melody in his ears. I need a good... What's a good bad melody, chat? The worst melody you can think of. First thing I thought was just Cling Cling. The wah song? What do you mean the wah song? Baby Shark? I like Baby Shark. Baby Shark will be a good one. Baby shark, do 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 do, baby shark.
Elmer was a terrible racist. He hated dwarves, so naturally the melody became the national anthem of the dwarves. Played in a loop by a bagpipe orchestra, the pure rage it provoked derailed his aim every time.
He died to racism. I mean, let's go. Let's go, chat.
Eventually he stormed the castle, dropped his bow, and begged for a job in my court in exchange for changing the song to anything else. He was desperate and I was a villain. Everything aligned incredibly well. Now he's my royal huntsman. The dwarf march is replaced with a lively elven sea shanty. Let no one accuse me of being callous and heartless.
He's still a racist, though. He's still racist. An elven racist. Why are elves always racist? Out of any fictional character, why are elves always racist? Oh, I'm out of candy.
Now he has a salary, good food, clothing and entertainment, and a full guarantee of non-dismemberment.
Ooh, okay. You missed the opportunity to change his dwarf national anthem to Dwarf Serenades or a happy ending, right? 1 or 2, chat. Oh! We've unlocked the first stage of heart. Thank you for the heart, me. I appreciate it. We're on our first stage of the fan club. I didn't know that was a thing still. 1. That works, obviously.
Peebus.
I love the name.
Where were you before? Horse odes in comparison.
Horse odes in comparison?
Horse odes and comparisons to long stalactites, endless rhymed verses about the shine of a beloved's beard. It's a refined, devilish thing. Why didn't I think of it myself? To torment a man not with the sound of war and patriotism, but with the clumsy, heartfelt caterwauling of a species he despises, turning a love song into an instrument of pure, heart-wrenching agony. Brilliant. Well, I'll steal your idea for the future. And finally, the witch. In a classic giant hat, under which she could easily fit another witch. She tried a different approach, seduction. She attempted to charm me, to gain my trust, to become my spouse. A fatal miscalculation. She didn't consider the fact that I've never trusted big hats, or people, especially when both come hand in hand. And those who wear suspenders and a belt at the same time.
That's valid. That's valid, chat. We should not trust people who wear belts and suspenders. Careful. Big hats are cool, though. But belts and suspenders? How dare you?
A person who doesn't even trust their own pants certainly doesn't earn the trust of His Highness. Then again, I don't trust His Highness either. I don't trust myself, especially the left side of the brain, especially on Thursdays.
Is today Thursday? Hey! He doesn't trust his brain today.
But back to hats.
Hats don't evoke any particular feeling in me. I adore big hats. I hate big hats, too. I adore big hats, chat. You don't get to choose this one. I get to pick this one. I adore big hats.
Oh, dear. Don't even think about wearing them around me. At best, I'll turn into a smaller hat.
That's the stupidest thing.
Oh God, it's a big hat. Quickly, turn into a smaller hat. We must avoid the hats or else they're gonna get us. Quickly, small hats, go.
Oh.
And that's if I'm in a good mood. At worst, badgers. Lots of very angry badgers. Meanwhile, the witch was quite overt in her murderous intentions, jingling with all her concealed weapons.
Jingle, 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 jingle.
Why does a witch need so many hidden blades? She must have been a very bad at witchery.
Jingle, jingle, jingle.
In any case, she now resides in my dungeon.
Jingle.
And you see, I haven't decided what to do with her yet.
Jingle, 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 jingle.
Her fate isn't a blank slate, a story yet to be written, so I offer you the pen. I simply adore random choices. Give me your Peebus. What punishment befits her?
I believe the game should be pinned.
Can I even save her?
Wait, can I even save her? Does he really? Wait, sorry, it's me. What does he really want me to decide? What to do with a real person? Can I even save her? And does it matter what I choose? Everything here follows his whims anyway. But as long as I play the circus monkey, I have a chance to get out of here alive. Maybe I should just entertain him? Damn, what should I do? All right, chat, I'm going to let you pick this one. I will not put any influence on this. I think the craziest thing would be to spare her. No one would expect that. Turn her into a hat, a smaller one. I refuse to decide her fate. 1, 2, or 3. It's a lot of 2s. All right. Hat time. I'm going to quick save. The one who lived by the big hat shall become a small hat. The irony is so absurd, it's beautiful.
I need a new hat.
You don't get to wear the hat.
So be it. Let her be a small cap for eternal regret. She tried to get into my head, and now she can barely cover it. A brilliant sentence.
Something's missing from the tale. You never told me about the monster itself. Oh, we need it.
Dear, who cares about these monsters anyways?
I do. If a monsters are the muck, then I'm the pig, you see? Did I just say I want to get inside him? Did I just say I want to get inside him? If I do, I'm monsters are the muck, and then I'm the pig, you see? Oh, God. Okay, you know what? We're going for it.
How eloquent. All right. I must admit, this will be my first performance like this. Darian sounds a bit bewildered, it seems. Allow me to just toss my mind up and see how it lands. You see, the monster was originally much more modest and less majestic, but we all have to start somewhere, right?
Thank you for the headbands.
Then my head suddenly became a bit crowded. First the whispers, then the arguments, then full-fledged discussions that had to be participated in and involved inanimate objects. Guests in a jar doors, closets, even in cookie jars, every container a potential foe, and I was surrounded by containers. To be fair, sometimes they told funny stories. But why was I afflicted with this curse? Pondering it drives me mad, even more so. It seems the question is meant for me.
Oh, seems like the question is meant for me. Did you touch a cursed artifact? Maybe a ring of some? Does your family have anything in common with the Habsburgs? Were you cursed for arrogance, greed? Okay, I don't actually know about this one. Chat, 1, 3, or 4. 1, 2, 3, or 4. I believe in you. So I'm not going to decide this. 1 seems like the good, story push, you know? Like were you cursed for your arrogance, your greed? That way he can go, no, I had this thing happen, right? 2, okay. 3, you think 3 does your family go into the Habsburgs? We're kind of really well divided here. All right, you know what? Next one I see, I'll go with. 1, all right.
Such a harsh punishment for a simple character flaw like arrogance. If that were the case, all kings, nobles, and egotistical merchants in history would be painting the walls with... Pardon me. I can't finish that in front of a noble soul. In any case, there wouldn't be enough walls for everyone. My affliction is much more mundane and far less deserved, which makes it all the more amusing. It's all about rotten blood, too pure. I beg your pardon. My great-grandfather issued a decree forbidding death from an old age, and a distant aunt believed a colony of sentient mold was living in her walls, claiming her inheritance. But I always thought that I would be spared this fate. I had to be temporarily isolated to avoid embarrassing guests at royal balls, with the young prince pointing at noble lords and saying, "Ha ha! The gnomes finally got out from under my bed!" What a misfortune for the entire family, except for those in line for the throne before me. My death would have solved many problems for my family, and indeed many of my own problems too. I made a decision. We made it, to be precise. There was already a whole council of us by then. However, chaos had other plans. A god, a goddess, a cosmic clerical error. I don't know. Sometime, something ancient and terrible, bored, found itself a new source of entertainment. It offered me a throne, my own corner of reality to rule, where the fragments of my mind would become the laws of the land. No more restrictions or pants for my subjects if I wished. My subjects at first, they disagreed. But then they came to terms, or their minds changed to fit their new realities. And here I am. A dramatic silence ensued. Perhaps I am the first being to hear the story in the centuries of his existence. I must choose my next words carefully.
Okay, chat, you ready? You have 5 options here.
Will you give me a tip? I really sympathize with you and all your multiple personalities. So you're still in a cage. It must be rather lonely here. Shake your head. How can you just lock a family member in a tower? It's unthinkable. Thank you for the story.
Ooh. Okay. We have some options here. 3 seems pretty good. 3 seems pretty good. Yeah, everybody's in agreement. We got threes. There's not a single other number. All right, 3. Will you give me a tip? So you're still in a cage? It must rather be lonely here.
No. No cages. More like a playground with surprisingly silent infants. But I don't blame them. I have the best shovel. And it's no wonder I embarrass them so much. Or maybe it's because I love to create explosions. Tell me, have you ever been exploded? Oh no, don't tell me. Let it be a surprise. Do you really sympathize with someone who dragged you into this dimension to tell you silly stories and feed you purple goo? People never cease to amaze me.
Touch his hand, isn't it? We're going to touch his hand. Don't look. Please. Don't look at what? 1. Touch his hand. Yeah, we're going to touch his hand. Touch him. Touch him. I got you.
Following a strange impulse, I reach out his hand, resting onto the table. His gaze slowly follows my movement, lowering to our hands. This time, no commentary. Instead, his thumb begins to trace patterns on the back of my hand with surprising tenderness. Then he rips off my arm, eats it in front of me, and pees on it.
The shadow finally dissolves into nothingness.
I just turned a living being into a hat, or rather became the catalyst for it. I wonder what kind of nightmares are warranted in such a case. I'm afraid royal duties await me. Our time is up. I shall send you back. Peevis. I rise from the chair.
Oh, I rise from the chair. Well, damn. I mean, girl, that's all you had to say. Could have started off our dinner like that. We wouldn't have to do anything else. We could have just immediately skipped everything else and just immediately gone to whatever this is. Come on. I mean, I'm high. Anyways,
Smash.
That's valid. Thank you for the follow, Dispirited. And hello, Love Struck. Thank you for the follow.
And suddenly, I feel him press against my back. Is that a roll of pennies in your pocket, or are you just really happy to see me? One of his hands grips me just above the crook of my elbow, while the other gently rests under my chin, tilting my head back until my ear is just a couple of centimeters from his lips. But I don't think for a second this is goodbye. It was merely an overture.
His voice, usually so mocking and calm, now sounds eerily sinister. A cold thumb lightly strokes the line of my jaw.
I tried to suppress a shiver. You were a very interesting, incredibly curious guest. Possibly the most curious one I've had in a century. And I found that I don't want our acquaintance to end here. It's terribly unfair that you've learned a couple of my secrets and revealed so few of yours, isn't it?
I can't tell whether he's flirting or threatening. Both, perhaps?
A bird trapped in a cage of bills, failures, and endless anxiety. How high could you fly once the cage is open? Your shift will end, the sun will rise, and you will want to head home. Perhaps on something more elegant than a bus. Maybe in a carriage of polished bone.
No. No. I'm gonna be honest here. Cage of polished bone, not my thing. I will take a car, taxi, normal horse.
We will meet again, Peebus. Very, very soon. And next time, I won't let you go so quickly.
Excuse my eyes shut. A light is blinding even with my eyes closed, so unusual after all the darkness. The jar's full of money, yeah! Woo! Yeah! We didn't even sell anything, and we got free money! A motorcycle, perhaps? I would like that. The jar is full of money. It was all worth it.
Greetings, organism. How is your work progressing? I see the first transaction was successful, acceptable. This still doesn't save you from the threat of cleaning sanitary facilities, but it's a wonderful starting point for your entire tiny life. Even more than successful, the client tried to fill the entire station with money, probably due to extreme affection for you, organism. Unfortunately, the terms of the intergalactic treaty do not allow such actions to be exceeding the amount set by the council by approximately 19493930000% were disintegrated to my great regret.
To my regret as well. So, mad god from another world likes me, in some sense. That's possibly worse than not being liked at all. Okay, chat. Very first client sent me to another dimension and nearly turned me into a cash register. Work is going well. Can I quit? 1, 2, or 3? I kind of want to just do 2. 2 is fine. 2 is fine.
Excellent. Maintain this level of productivity. You may be rewarded with additional 5-minute feeding break for you if you can find food. Rejoice in my generosity. Continue working. I'm experiencing a positive emotional reaction. I am proud of you, and I will be even prouder if you acquire even more currency.
All right, goodbye, Mr. Manager. Your tentacles shine particularly beautifully at this time of day.
Your commitment regarding the shine of my your comment regarding the shine of my appendages is noted, organism. Do you want me to insert them inside of?
Anyways,
the secret is a meticulous regime of polishing them with void bibic slime. Good boy.
I didn't say anything, chat. He slaps across the floor to his office. As soon as the bomb's rhythmic wet slaps fade away, a deep silence descends to the station. One moment, I'm in a surreal forest dining on purple goo with a mad god. A god who liked me so much that he offered me a ride back to his world in a carriage made of bones. The next moment, I'm being praised by a multi-eyed tentacle monster. Maybe these are all just deathbed hallucinations. God, give me back my bills, my noodles, my argument with strangers on the internet. You know what? Some parts of me enjoy this mad adventure. I'm an adrenaline junkie. Thank you for the follow. Disgusting. Now I have to deal with that too. In the midst of my contemplation, a terrifying sound emanates from my boss's office.
Unfair bills, unacceptably large numbers.
Of course, what else could upset him so much if not that? Steps another visitor. This one decides to come in through the door for a change. Oh, what is this? He seems unwell. I hope he doesn't knock over my shelves of shampoo with the jojoba oil and jojoba oil and delicate lilies on his way. I got it. He's not just unwell, he looks like hell. Literally all his skin on his left side torn off from his jaw to his temple. I swallow nervously. What kind of meat grinder has this guy been through? He looks like someone who could rip me apart, and if he doesn't like what he hears, I need to be careful if I don't want to become the next victim.
Dibs.
Don't dibs it. Chat.
Smash.
Stop. My God. It's not even 3 seconds. He hasn't said a single word yet, chat. All right, 4 options. 1, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. You look like the Terminator at the end of the second movie, buddy. The Terminator who just wrecked my entire floor. Give him a thumbs up. How's life, sir? Well, it's not hard to imagine how the other fighter looks. When will the Lord take my sinful soul? Break down in tears. You don't want to work here anymore. Three's not bad. Three. We got a lot of threes. We got a decent amount of threes. Some twos, some ones. Pretty decently balanced so far, though. But, you know, TikTok is going heavy three. YouTube has a one. What do we got? Wait, threes? Okay, we got a lot of threes. Let's go. He lets out a gurgling, raspy laugh. You don't want to know what the other fighter looks like. Honestly, I really don't want to know. My inner archive labeled, I don't want to know this, is at risking of bursting from overflowing tonight. Words clearly come to him with great difficulty, which is probably not surprising for a man without half his face. He clears his throat, but that doesn't help much.
I need blood.
He tried to smile. It would be charming if he still had all necessary muscles for that, but now it will haunt me in my nightmares. Oh, hi, Pawsy. I'm glad to hear it. Among other things. The client pauses again briefly to clear his throat.
It's okay. He doesn't need to talk.
I'm just going to see what we have. Let's see what we have.
Yeah. Good choice, Sunshine. Step to the storage. Just in case.
He suddenly leans forward, boring into me with his remaining eye.
Go and find me some goddamn blood.
Chat, Oh, we got three options here. I don't know which one to pick, though. I mean, this is gonna be hard. We got one. Go and find him some damn blood. Okay, that's option one. Go and find him the damn blood. Okay, cool. There's another one. And go and find the damn blood. So, oh God, no, it's gonna be hard. We're gonna have to think about this one for a little bit. You know what? I'm just gonna think we're just gonna put on a little do 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 do. Is there a fourth option? Let me go check again. Go find the damn blood, 1. Go find the damn blood, 2. Go find the damn blood, 3. No, not a fourth option. Not a fourth option. Okay. It doesn't matter. I don't know. It might, though. I gotta think about this more.
Option 5.
Do 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 do. Okay. Do 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 do. A strange pressure builds in my head, and the edges of my vision blur. An unyielding command blossoms in my center of my mind. I don't know why, but I feel an incredibly strong urge to find blood right now. My client is covered in blood, but still hungry. Maybe he fought with something inedible, or is this his own? I found myself in the storeroom, a tangled labyrinth of shelves reaching up to the ceiling, some of the boxes, crates, and mysterious cans. In the corner, something rustled and snorted suspiciously. So where could the blood be? Anything fast, he's not going to want to wait forever. Right now, I'm at the very beginning of this crazy place. All right, scream Bob, where's the blood? Go to the section supplies for self-propelling gearbox. Go to the section foaming body washes for leather bags.
Is this a good time to mention I am Monster Fraternizer? Tee.
Oh my God. Go to the section that items that inspire pensiveness. Food for mouth. Okay. Food for mouth? Food for mouth seems right? Because blood, I mean, like, yeah, food for mouth. Food for mouth. The signs are driving me insane. I really hope the manager will eventually learn English properly. I'm surrounded by pure madness of anxious packaging, and even in front of the department entrances, there's some baby food for cyborgs piled up. I'm frantically trying to decipher the crooked inscriptions. In front of me are sections with food for mouth. Okay, not dense energy blocks for chewing. Infused nutritional flows. Food afraid of heat. Okay. Food afraid of heat is stuff that needs to be refrigerated. Infused nutritional flows would be... I know what you're thinking. I know you're thinking flows would be blood, right? But it's got to be 3, right? The coldest corner of the store. Yeah, there we go. That makes the most sense. The coldest corner of the store. Large freezer, chest, and refrigerators with glass doors covered in frost. Gremlin Crino. Liquid family. Oh my God. A huge freezer chamber. Spare parts of human organisms, matter of lesser life forms, product of animal fauna exploitation with fruit pieces. Product of animal fauna exploitation with fruit pieces. Spare parts of human organisms, obviously. Obviously. The section reeks of formaldehyde and horror. Glass jars filled with murky liquid sit on the shelves where the exhibit floats. I try not to think about the one container holding a name tag that reads Kevin. Okay. Blood of human organism Michael, tastes of inefficient resource and artifact accumulation. Do we want to give him alcohol and tuberculosis? Probably not. We're not. I don't want to get him sick, chat. You want to do blood of the homeless? Blood taste of efficient resource and artifact accumulation.
Nom nom, this kinda tastes like Kevin.
Okay, so we want to give him the rich guy? Threes? We got a lot of threes over here? Okay, we'll give him the rich guy. Because I don't want to give him tuberculosis, okay? No tuberculosis. Below this jar has a rich, almost glowy ruby hue. It looks healthy and full of energy. Michael, whoever you were on top. Champion's blood flowed through you. You're probably something like an energy drink for the undead. And yet here you are in a jar. That's something to ponder. He abruptly lifts his head as I approach. You ready? His voice carries a genuine surprise and clear relief. Well, good thing you weren't wandering around for half an hour. Bring it here. My client finishes the jar and then grimaces. For crying out loud. What the hell is this crap? He reads the note on the jar. Michael. Well, you were a lucky guy, Michael. Too bad I can't kill him a second time. Tastes like a happy family, a successful career, and a retirement account. And this drug probably never even had cockroaches. At least he's now Liquid Michael in a jar. He chuckles quietly. Yeah, there's something to that. Cool that you found human blood. Good job. You're sharp. Glad to please you, sir, and glad you're no longer going to eat me. Feel free to... Oh, no, he's going to say I want to eat you. Feel free to ask. It took longer to get to the rat. All right, chat. 1, 2, or 3. Ooh. Got a good amount of 2s. Got some 1s over here. Okay, we got a 1 over there, and we got a 1 over there. Okay. Bet. 2 platforms want 1. Do we got any YouTube 1s? There we go. All right, let's do it. With that approach to business, you'll go far, sunshine. I'm gonna go wash my dirty face. Don't get bored. While he's not here, I have a perfect opportunity to wipe away the bloodstains. I'm just scrubbing a pool of blood on my first day at work. An interesting story for Reddit. A wonderful tale. I'm doing just fine. Nobody has eaten me. It's kind of pretty. Hey, pretty boy. He looks so much fresher with the second half of his face, although his expression still resembles that of a constipated owl. He does look like a bit like a constipated owl. He does look like a constipated owl. The more I look at him, the more I think constipated owl.
Slams the smash button.
I'll just stand here for a while, okay? Take a little break. Besides, there's no one here with you right now. And just so you know, if you try to contact the werewolves, I'll take your head and crush it like a walnut. I'm David, by the way. A vampire, as you may have already guessed.
What an incredible, interesting way to start an acquaintance, especially that part about the walnut. I'm glad he chose to say you'd crush my head like a walnut and not the... Stop hard-izing! Nice to meet you, Peebus. I'm crystal like champagne. You know... Yeah, we're gonna have to do that. We're still wearing the badge, chat. We're still wearing the badge. He's gonna look at my chest. Nice to meet you, I'm Peebus.
Okay, Peebus. I knew a Peebus once.
Did you? Did you really? Are you lying to me? Sir, I have a feeling you're lying to me. Out of every option of there, that I have a feeling you might be lying, chat. Just a little bit, you know?
He might be telling some untruths here. I knew a Peebus once.
They used to trade kidneys in Venice Beach. They were a good one until they got packed up. He's trying to provoke me, deliberately sharing the dirty details of his life to see how uncomfortable I get. No kidneys for you! Ha ha ha! Boo 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 boo! Hello, Piero. Okay. No more kidneys. Poke, poke, poke. I suppose I'm also selling some kidneys now. Check the catalog. Yes, exactly 10 categories. I mean, if we're selling kidneys. A catalog? Do you seriously have a catalog? He leans forward, genuinely intrigued, peering into the catalog. Gremlin kidneys? Is that a delicacy? Why does it say both delicacy and fuel and animal venom? Because it's a universal product. You want some? I do. Hey! We're selling gremlin kidneys! Woo! Heck yeah! Bye-bye. Looks like I found my best customer for today. Now I have a vampire here, and he's regenerating. Wonderful. The main thing is to not accidentally blurt out something wrong. I need to be friendly. Are you sure you're a vampire and not a chupacabra? They drink blood too. Yeah, go pace off the guy. Are you sure you're not the thing that drinks goats? Since when do vampires wear leather jackets? You guys prefer capes and ruffles anymore? Thanks for not eating me, David. In reality, you're still a bit shaken from what just happened. Say nothing, silently wipe the counter. Fine, pick the answer, chat. 1, 2, 3, or 4. Which one do you prefer? 3, 2. Thank you for reposting live. I appreciate it. We'll do 3, I guess. David lets out a quiet chuckle. The guy clearly expects people to be afraid of him. He might have looked lost when he first arrived here, but now seeing my fear, he obviously feels right at home. It's not over yet. Although, you're too bony. And I'm sure you'd love to eat all that cheap crap like instant noodles. People like that. Their blood's just not tasty. Oh, my blood's tasty? My blood is plenty tasty. I swear, chat, my blood, one of the tastiest. I actually don't know if my blood is tasty or not. I've never tasted my blood before. I don't know. I feel a little offended. A tiny bit. Like I should have the option here to be like, no, it's totally tasteful. It's delicious. What do you mean? Only if there's nothing more interested in that blood. So you don't like the glutamine and glutamate and cholesterol? The tastiest thing in the world? No, sir. So, sir, let's get one thing straight. I am not food. I am not for sale. So does alcohol affect vampires too and other things? I do want to know about this. I gotta ask. You don't get to pick this one. What, got any suggestions?
Right now, his blood tastes like hot dog water.
Ooh, of course. We have a fantastic deal on Solneco vodka today, only $10 for a case. Is that the same bootleg crap that the couple of people recently kicked the bucket from? And a few others were blind? I'll take 2 cases. Yes! God, I love this guy. Buy everything from me. Yeah! He's my favorite. You sent 200 comments in my life? Thank you, Nacro, for sending 200 comments. You know, he hasn't actually mentioned paying yet. He hasn't mentioned paying yet. Oh, no. I see where this is going. I really need to start my own business course. I hope Bob will be proud of me. Yes, to answer your question, alcohol affects us, but you need a middleman. You find some junkie or alcoholic and pump them up. Then you get plastered and turn them into the happiest vampire in the world. David slightly grimaces as he moves his hand. Damn mutts. Probably not all the wounds have healed completely. And does being a vampire doctor fall under my duties? I think Bob said it was mandatory. One or two, chat. Let me help, or I don't want to help you, but my employment contract requires me to treat the creature that come in here. I kind of feel like he would appreciate 2 more. 1, though? 1? Okay. I'm for 1. 1 sounds good. Let's do it. Let's do it, chat. Let me help. He looks at me skeptically. Thank you for the follow. The offer of help is probably so foreign and unexpected to him that he leaves him momentarily dumbfounded. You... what? You want to play nurse? And thank you for the rose. Thank you for the other roses. And more roses. I appreciate it. A flicker of confusion is replaced by something more intense. It's just a couple of scratches and a little piece of ass that will grow back on its own. I'm fine. His ass is gone, chat. Woof. Ruff. His ass is gone. Ruff. He has no butt. How is he sitting? If you don't let me be treated, my boss will lock us both into a bench of horror where we'll be cleaning toilets with a fork for 2,000 years. I see you're afraid of doctors, such a tough guy, scared of getting treated. You mentioned werewolves. It's probably not just a scratch. Let me try to help. We're going to do number one, chat. Number one. I'm picking this one. Really? And how am I supposed to clean with a fork? And why such a ridiculous amount of time? Is there that much cosmic crap in there?
Woof.
His voice carries a clear mockery. Thank you, I also like my voice, Ozzy. He's about to say something even more sarcastic when suddenly... Hello, little Leo. Bob returned to his accounts. The sound he makes... Wait. Bob has returned to his accounts. The sound he makes still fills my soul with dread. Probably not just mine. Finally, the fork and toilet break through the last layer of his defense. Well, I am proud of you, little Leo. Hope you do well. All right, y'all, it's going to be a quick little ad break. One of the platforms has an ad break, so we'll be right back. I'm going to play 2 little shorts, and then I will be back in about 2 minutes. Are you ready, champ? I'm also going to get to stretch my legs, so I will see you all very, 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 very soon. We're back. How long is this game? Does anybody know? I would love some ice cream. All right, let's get back at it. I do like it that somebody else... I like that somebody else is noticing, like, the crazy alien. Let me stop the music. There we go. You loving the voice I'm giving the characters? I'm glad you like the voices. You know, you are allowed to criticize me. I will fight you, though, and take your knees if you disagree with my voice choices. But I hope you all do like the voice choices. I like the idea of this guy being Southern, because he gets in brawls. He's in a leather jacket. He's not some, like, hoity-toity British rich vampire, you know? He's definitely a... down-to-earth guy, you know? This game is like 4 hours. Oof. Well, finally the fork and toilet breaks through the last layer of his defense. Kangaroo hunter. He could be. All right, I've spent my whole life in complete crap. I don't want to spend next 2 millennia there, too. Damn you. Go ahead. Get out your Band-Aids with Dr. Chocula, whatever you're selling. Oh, hello. Excuse me. That's crazy. That's a lot of wow. I mean, he might not be my type, but like, God, wow. You know, the scars add to it. I like that he can get scarred. I hate perfect vampires, you know? Yeah, I get it. David shed his jacket, shirt, and t-shirt and settles onto a squeaky stool next to the counter. He's about to face a serious trial, staying in a vulnerable position for a few minutes. For some reason, cruel fate hasn't made him claw-proof. Valid. I also wish I was claw-proof. Oh. He certainly looks like he was just thrown into a blender. Judging by those bullet scars, he has quite an interesting past, or maybe he was attacked by a werewolf cowboy. With guns, most likely the former. By the way, I didn't know that corpses have doctors too. I thought the only doctor available to me now is a coroner. I'm rummaging through the necromancy kit that was sitting under the counter. In its heavily military-style metal box with a faded label reading, Kit for Alternatively Living Organisms. Inside, besides standard bandages, there are some strange items: silver tweezers, vials of thick glowing liquid, additional fingers, and of course, an instruction manual. A cheap laminated brochure stained with something that looks like coffee. In the instructions, the first point states, "Determine whether you are dealing with a zombie. Ask your alternatively living subject if they ever want to eat someone's brain." Alternatively living subject, have you ever wanted to eat somebody's brain? What? What subject? Fuck, I'm not, not a subject. I seem to have offended his vampire feelings. He's let out an annoyed sigh for the umpteenth time today. Your brain. Definitely not. Was that a joke about me being dumb? I am, by the way, very smart. I have a very tasty brain. Not smart enough to understand that vampires don't eat brains. Do you remember Dracula eating brains? No. Did he rise from his coffin and say, "What a lovely evening, I think I'll go munch on some brains"? Stop looking at me like that. I'm not a damn zombie. I'm a vampire, and not even a chupacabra. Zombies are stupid. They can't even talk. They just grunt and groan. I don't get why that's not in your necrotherapist guide. After a workday, I can only grunt and groan and be dumb. Am I a zombie? Do you like brains? Tasty brains? With my own weapon? Gotcha. Come on, for a zombie, you're too rosy and not rotten. And by the way, I'm not rotten either, which once again proves that I'm not a damn zombie. Now let's get back to treating my lupus. I steal a glance at my visitor. I wonder if a werewolf just clawed him up or if he managed to kill someone too. My instincts, something out of the Stone Age, suggests that he could have. The guy has a killer's gaze. You see someone like him in an alley. Your hand automatically reaches for your wallet and phone. I lower my eyes. Next point. Let's establish the nature of the injuries. What kind of woods could a werewolf leave? It seems the damage was psychological. Tell me about your tragic past, it says in the handbook. You've kidnapped me? I have. Hello, Isa. Hello, Lemon. Lovely to see you. All right, here we go. Yeah, it's simple. You've got lacerations, claws, teeth, and a bit of saliva. Possibly very contagious. David listens to this with pride of a true soldier. Every word feels like a medal for valor. Something like that. He said as if he didn't care, but I know better. Stroke his ego. Add at the end, wounds from a real rabid beast, buddy. Shake your head. You really need to stop with these fights. They won't lead to anything good. Stop medical discussion and just move on to the next point. One? We doing one? One? We get one from TikTok? Yep. One's across the platforms. All right, bet. Let's stroke his... ego. I'm dying of laughter. He chuckles happily, trying to hide a glimmer of pride behind humor, but I won't be fooled. David's no longer just a wounded sucker. He's a true gladiator, having survived a battle with rabid beasts. Absolutely epic. I read through the medication I need and grabbed the regenerating extract for alternatively living life forms. Now all that's left is to apply the stuff. I dip my fingers in the jar and... no. I'm the only one who wants to eat it. Oh, suddenly he grabs my hand. Do something wrong and I'll rip your tonsils out through your ass. Why? Woof. Why? Why? Out of all the things you could do, like you could rip the teeth out through my butt. I mean, like that makes sense. Or my stomach or anything else. But my tonsils? Who says I have them? I might have had tonsillectomy. I might have been taken out at some point. All right, no way I'm pathetic, miserable, harmless cashier. You know you have that fantastic talent for coming up with the threats. You should write scripts from action movies. If you touch me, my boss will rip your soul out through your ass. Stay in a calm, icy tone. Allow me to do my job, sir. I'll be extremely careful. 1, 2, or 3. Y'all really want to butter this guy up, huh? Fine. Well, I suppose it's just a matter of experience, probably. And you, well, watch what you're doing, or there will be consequences. It seems he just heard the best compliment of his life. You know, okay, giving him a southern accent and him liking action movies and getting to fight worked so well. like I did not realize it was gonna be like, but this whole like false bravado kind of thing. Ideal. Love it. I apply the black goo to the wound. Above us, steam rises from the wound, and the air starts to smell like something in a frying. It's frying. It's probably very painful, but David remains calm. Not a single complaint, which is surprising. Always take a gamble with the voices. I hope it's not from your squid manager. Well, we all hope for that, buddy. We want to be careful, right? Yeah, we're gonna be careful. My movement's gonna become slow and deliberate. I do everything cautiously, barely touching the skin around the wound, allowing him to get used to the sting. I can see the tense muscles in his back and his shoulder relax slightly. He's still wound up, but relief is starting to wash over him. Naturally, no thank yous or pleases from him, but at least he's no longer threatening to do something to my ass every 5 seconds. Woof. Distracted with conversation, finish your dark wolf and work in silence. Oh, we gotta talk to him. I want him to talk. We gotta talk. I need to hear more words. I like this guy. He's nice. What are you talking about? What not? What battles? I fought in an alley stinking of urine against a bunch of dirty werewolves for territory on the outskirts of this godforsaken city. They tore my pants, and I had to take a new pair off a junkie who was just lying in a puddle nearby. What am I? A knight of what? The knight of torn pants? You are a wolfhound knight. As long as they're not stained while you get it.
If we can't keep the jester, can we keep the vampire?
We can maybe keep the vampire. He seems human. He seems decent. 1 or 2, Chet. What do you think? Thank you for the follow, Samantha. I appreciate it. Hi. 1s? Really? 1s? Really? I like 2 better. Okay, you have 1s. All right. I get it. I just don't understand whether you're completely lost your mind or if you'll just be very brave. Since I died, that's not a threat to me. Just so you know. I can only crap myself metaphorically. Hey, baby girl. I can't shit myself. You want to come on with me? You know, some guys piss themselves. I can't do that. Woof, 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 woof. Well, Jay, you know what that means. He gotta shit his pants for him. Woof. Come here, boy. I got you. He'll never clog in. He'll never clog a toilet. What a wonderful fact about vampire biology. I finish up surprising the wounds really are healing. Oh, you were prettier with scars. Can we fix that? Can I give you scars again? You looked a lot prettier with them. I mean, anyways, surprisingly, the wounds really are healing. The scars won't beautify this man. Why are you doing all this? The question is asked in an astonishing serious tone. He's driving me crazy, even more than the clown from earlier, it seems. I just want to help. Truth, you're an angel of mercy. These are my work obligations. If it weren't for them, I wouldn't bother with you. I just want to help. Well, he's not going to believe that, is he? Fine. Wow. He is confused in his system of beliefs. Action always equals benefit. I'm throwing a wrench into the flawless long-running mechanism. Let's just say I have certain fetishes. Come on. Okay, 1 or 2, chat. I'm gonna give you all like a minute to think about this. I'm gonna give you a minute to think about this. One, are we sure? 2? Oh no, there's 2s. Oh no, there's 2s. Oh god, there's a lot of 2s. Okay, there's a 1. There's a few 1s. No. Oh god. Cheeks, you can't flood it out. I recognize your name. There's too many 2s. Ah. I knew from the very beginning, sugar. You clearly have a few screws loose in your head if you've got pleasure from this. I don't even bother asking what those fetishes are. I just want to sleep in my coffin without any nightmares. Alright, moving on. Screw this. I honestly don't care what's going on in your head. This is the most unconvincing lie I've ever heard of in my life. He clears his throat. Thank you. Am I hearing things? I thought he didn't know such words. I'm even afraid to breathe, so I don't scare off this rare, exotic display of politeness. He says that word as if he's pronouncing it for the first time in his life. I wouldn't be surprised if that's actually the case. Just a couple more seconds and he's back in front of the counter. So the client is fed, clean and healed, and yet he's still here, not putting any money on the counter. Man, the tip jar's lacking. Look at him. He's supposed to be full of energy, but instead he looks lost. David is deep in thought, in the dark, gloomy little place that occupies his mind. Are you planning to pitch a tent, or are you just happy to see me? Can I do anything else for you, sir? Cautiously step back. Have you decided to eat me after all? This isn't the best place to crash, buddy, but there are Vampire Hotel 2 blocks down. 1, 2, 3, or 4. What do we got? Two? All right, let's do 2. The seemingly simple question stumps him. It frowns and looks past me for a while before responding. Yeah, you can do something. I'm curious about one thing. I haven't talked to a regular human in a long time. I wonder by regular human, does he mean my extremely natural essence? I'm no vampire, werewolf, or thieving gnome. Or does he mean my lack of criminal record and absence of drug or alcohol dependency? Or maybe he's looking for the perspective of an ordinary worker, a working class person, a gray collar. Does your face always look that funny when you're thinking about something? I didn't even get a chance to respond to his jab before he follows up. Well, bam! Left hook. Out of nowhere. He clocks me and takes me out, robs me, takes all my money. I get eaten alive by an alien. I figured out, chat. I figured out how this plot's going. Got it. Nailed it every time. What's up? What's up, Bruno? Let's conduct an experiment. Suppose you're now a free vampire, able to go wherever you want. Follow. Do whatever you want. Where would you go? He looks at me expectantly. Oh, God, that's a lot of questions. Woof. A lot of things depend on who exactly turned me into a vampire. Can you find someone who wronged you to get revenge? Who were you before the bite? What weaknesses will I have? What kind of superpowers do vampires have? I guess I can just ask these. I'm just going to ask them. What kind of superpowers? Whole lot. We're practically a superhero league. I'm sure it never crossed your mind that in reality, bloodsuckers can be way scarier than in the sappy movies for girls. Looks like he's watched Twilight. Interesting. What's this game's name? Don't Eat the Cashier, I think. Something like that. Some of us not only drink human blood, but also capture people to experiment on them. They turn human bodies into a real nightmare of flesh and bones. I should probably just put the title of the game on the screen one of these days. Dr. Moreau couldn't even imagine. And there are vampire sorcerers who can rip your soul out of your body and make you work for them for eternity. Literally. Seems like I already have one of those sorcerers. His name is Bob. He's checking his bills. There he is. I wonder what inner strength it took David not to flinch. And there are those whom can make your head explode, literally, with just a glance. But not all of us are such wicked bastards. We don't even have to kill a person to eat them. Just drink a little, instead of gorging yourself like a pig out of trough. But some don't care. They just drain all the blood and splash it everywhere. The forensics team is baffled why the person turned into a sprinkler before dying. He seems to enjoy talking about how cool vampires are.
And which of these do you have?
I got a decent list of what I can do. I'm not complaining.
Imagine it. You never get tired. You can party all night long. Fuck all night long. You're stronger than 10 thugs combined. Well, except for 10 werewolf thugs, but that might take some effort. If you want to shrink down and fly somewhere, you can turn into a tiny bat. Your reflexes become 100 times sharper. You feel everything. You see everything.
You're going to hear a rat piss a block away. Why would you want to hear a rat piss a block away? Oh, there it goes again. There's Jeremy the rat at the end of the street just going psst over and over and over again. That rat's got a problem. Somebody should take him to a rat urinologist, but, you know, can't do anything about it because rats don't have urinologists. Why? Why would you want this? Why would you ever want this? I don't want to hear what rats are up to.
Rats need to be observed.
You're right. We do got to listen to rats just in case. You know, it's just...
Oh, is that Jeremy? Jeremy? Jeremy peed himself again. Jeremy, stop that.
Oh, Lord Beavis, that's just an idiom.
What do you call... He called me an idiom. Rude, you're an idiom.
You can ignore it if you want. All vampires would go insane if that was true. Do I look like a madman?
You're wearing a homeless man's pants. Sir, you don't look like a sane man. Politely, I decide to stay silent. He continues.
And finally, you can make people do anything you want. Absolutely anything.
Are you sure the last one is due to your vampirism and not just because they're scared you'll beat them up? I gotta ask. David lets out a sharp, raspy laugh. You're right.
Most law-abiding citizens avoid me by 100 miles. It's a working strategy in most cases, but sometimes you need a little subtle approach, you know? Sometimes you just kick them in the dick, and they'll do what you tell them to do. Other times you gotta be like, hey, man, I might kick you in the dick.
Thank you for sharing the live. I appreciate it. The words subtle from this guy sounds almost comical.
It's one thing to scare someone shitless, and they give in just to avoid being harmed. It's another when they act with full confidence that it's what they want. They don't even realize they're just vampires' pawns now.
Yeah, I think I get it. He pulled that trick on me too. David smiles, but this time the smile is strained. These are the words of someone stuck in a web of artificial connections and ass-related threats. Fear and supernatural compulsion aren't the best foundations for a strong friendship. David, you're a creature stuck in a web of artificial connections and ass-related threats. Your whole life is based on lies. You know, that might be coming on a little strong. I would phrase it a little bit nicer. Maybe, you know, hey, buddy, maybe you're not going to be able to trust any of the friends you have because you don't actually give them enough to trust you on. Maybe you're going to feel alone for the rest of your entire life if you don't actually do anything. But, like, you know, it is so honest. It's a bit too honest.
He lets out a quiet chuckle. Well, not exactly friends, more like underlings. You can hatch all sorts of cunning plans with you and politicians, or, well, pay no rent.
The last part sounded like music to my ears. He seems to enjoy talking about how cool vampires are. Can vampires open beer cans with their minds?
Oh, they sure can, but they can't drink the beer afterwards. When I was just recently turned about 2 years ago, I tried to eat spaghetti. Now the smile's decision.
I don't want to know what happened with your spaghetti. And what happened?
I threw up farther than I could see, puked out blood and meatballs, left some graffiti with a bit of pasta on the wall. The guy who cleaned it up probably thought a whole spaghetti monster exploded in the alley.
Mamma mia, no more pasta, pizza, no delicious food. That's a terrible.
You got it. Exactly. I miss pizza. My buddy used to say you always have to sacrifice something. In our case, it's pizza. Sounds silly, of course, but in reality, it sucks. Still, you get used to it over time. I can see he's lying. David lives in a spaghetti-less hell. What kind of monster would doom someone to that? Honestly,
Valid. No spaghetti, no food. Food keeps you sane. Food keeps you happy, right? You have a little food here and there. I'd miss pizza too, just so much I have to give it up. You can't, right. Like, I love food. I love cooking. I'm happy I cook. I'm sad I make some food. Did that? I'm sad. What do? I just go, I guess I'm sad. You can still order food delivery, by the way. Just this time, eat the delivery guy. He seems to enjoy talking about how cool vampires are. Back to your question. David looks at me expectantly. Oh my god, there's so many questions. Oh, we don't have time for this. All right, Void Links, pick 2 questions. No, pick 1 question. 1 question. I will ask 1 question. Or else we're going to be here all night just asking him questions. Is this Don't Eat the Cashier? It is. 3? All right, 3 seems good. 6? Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, no, we gotta. You just wanted me to wrap it up. 3. Okay, let's do 3. 1, 2, 3. He opens his mouth ready to tell me off or mention something about butts again, but stops himself. Probably his thank you sealed our fragile friendship. I'll tell you, but it's probably not relevant. Well, it's nothing. I was a nobody. I was just surviving as everyone went to hell. Like all those bastards born with a silver spoon up their ass. You ever see those happy American families in TV commercials? And they sit at the table with bowls of salad, smiling like idiots. They always have a dog. Well, that were my case. My stepdad was a crazy guy who thought the best birthday gift was a smack on the head. He did teach me how to shoot properly, though. Oh God, he's so Southern. I'm so glad you're Southern. I left my family dump early. It's really dumb, but I thought I'd start a band and become a rock star. But as they say, wish in one hand, shit in the other. See which one fills up faster. At first I worked wherever I could. They found some guy to do some shady stuff with. There aren't many ways to make a living in Los Angeles area. Can't exactly work the cash register right. David jabs again without malice. The antisocial environment made him resentful of the middle and upper class, but it hasn't affected me yet. Wonder why. Ooh, no. It would even be better without customers like you? No. Yeah, being a gangster would be cool, doing gangster stuff while riding motorcycles. Yep. That's not a quiet chuckle. Come on, life isn't as fun as in the TV shows. Mostly we just sold diluted crap to junkies and solved problems. Sometimes no problem, you know? I've heard the part about the motorcycles. Hi, Mel. That's it. That's the whole story. What about you? Oh, Lord, this is my chance to make up something cool or just tell him like it is. Can he pretend to shrink for an edit? I'm very suspicious of what the edit is. No. Unless you tell me what the edit is. Oh, Lord, this is my chance to make up something cool or just tell him like it is. Because that's how you quickly get used for kink content, and I don't want to be used to kink content. I'm a criminal too, the best sniper in my gang. I'm now hiding under a fake name in another city. I have a single parent family. Oh, part of a single parent family. Got it. He listens to how I ended up in this dump about my job search and everything else. I didn't sell drugs in an alley, but it seems we still find some common ground. Got it. You're not in the element. David truly understands. Neither he nor I wanted to end up where we are. Neither of us know what to do next. We both love cheap noodles, but he can't eat them anymore. I win. You must be tired of those draw me requests, huh? I would draw you. He's drawable. Chat, I can't draw. I draw him. I totally draw him. Oh, like a French girl. He tries to look nonchalant, but his eyes show he's interested. Go ahead, I love beautiful doodles. You say the word doodles with such a strange tenderness that it sounds more like a compliment than an insult. I pick up a pencil. We're gonna draw him as he is. Wow, what a face. I almost forgot what I look like. Bags under my eyes like a junkie. Oh, I forgot. He's a vampire. He probably can't see his reflection, can he? Fence hanging in the air while David examines the drawing. He clearly doesn't know how to react to this unexpected little act of normalcy. Looks cool. Last words are spoken barely audible. Almost reverent whisper, unlike anything I've heard from him before. Oh, wait a second. We just did something adorable for him. I can't really. Two simple words, said with all the sincerity this guy can muster. I could do something too. Oh, my head's in the way. My bad, chat. There you go. You happy? I'm sorry my head is in the way. My bad. Here. Shrank a little bit just for you. David takes the pencil from me and with deep concentration, almost sticking out his tongue, scribbles something. Wait, he can draw? Wait, he can draw? This is what he can, what? Oh my god! Okay, we're keeping him. 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 I collect artists. I collect artists, chat. I collect artists. He's mine. You can't have him, chat. I'm sorry. Mine. No, no, no. Mine. Mine. I win. Double cage. Double cage. You can look at him in the basement. We'll keep him down there. I never would have thought this guy was capable of that. Mine's cooler. You draw better than me and I have an education. No, wow, that's beautiful. Wow, beautiful. Deer clears his throat, embarrassed. He's embarrassed. Oh, do you know how cute people are when they're embarrassed? Do you know how adorable people are when they're embarrassed? Like, not to sound like weird, but like, I love the look people have when they're embarrassed.
But we called dibs.
Oh, I don't care about dibs. But the people when they're embarrassed are just like the most adorable. They're the best. And the face is just... I get cute aggression. David clears his throat, embarrassed. Nothing special, just a doodle. I was into it a bit when I was a kid. Comics, all that stuff. Nothing serious. I take the drawing for myself. All right, where were we? It looks at me expectantly. We're about to make out. That's what's going to happen here. We're going to make out hardcore. Oh. Yeah, we're ready for the decision. Excellent. He leans in a little closer when suddenly... Ooh. Ooh. Look at him. I don't know if TikTok can see this. TikTok, I don't think you can see it. I can't adjust it either. TikTok, he became a little bat. He became a little bat in the corner. I'm sorry, TikTok. You can't see him becoming a little bat in the corner. He's hiding now. If I try to adjust it, it might crash the entire stream, though. Do I risk it? Fine, TikTok. I will show you very briefly, okay? Here we go.
A-W-O-O-O.
There he is. And back. All right. Lucky Gene VT is my YouTube. Lucky Gene is my Twitch. Twitch is my primary platform. I don't even have time to blink before David vanishes. Now he's a little bat hiding around behind the corner. Listen up. Don't say anything about me. Sit tight. Behave. Or you'll feel incredibly shitty. Trust me. If you rat me out to that mutt, I'll find a way to get out and twist your head off. Thread in his voice is completely lacking, mostly because his voice now comes from a thought. Listen up. Don't you say anything about me. Sit tight and behave or you'll feel incredibly shitty. Trust me, if you ever rat me out to that mud, I'll find a way to get out and twist your head off. Sorry, it's coming from a bat, so I had to change the voice. The threat in his voice is completely lacking, mostly because his voice now comes from a very small, though angry bat. Werewolf. A werewolf is about to come in here now. All right. Good evening, Chief. A low rumbling bass, surprisingly calm and friendly.
Wait, do we want to start here? Here we go. Just really down low. We can make that work.
Smash.
Don't say smash. But I do have to say, can I pet you?
Chief. I'm not sure I understand you correctly. You want to pet me?
He awkwardly shifts from paw to paw.
Smashable ball.
That's very unexpected.
Big floof.
And of course, flattering, Chief. Don't get me wrong, but I'm kind of on duty chasing track in the supernatural.
Can I pet that dog?
You can pet that dog, okay? He looks around nervously.
All right, you can, but just little. I still have important business to do.
I reach out and pet him. The fur is warm, soft, thick. I immediately feel a low vibration. The werewolf is quietly, silently purring. At first, it's a barely noticeable movement, but then his short, fluffy tail starts to wag slowly, but confidently from side to side. He's a good boy. A very, very big good boy. He deserves praise. I'm the Princess Mononoke at the gas station, although David doesn't seem thrilled. I pull my hand back.
Okay, thank you, Chief. It's been a while since I've been. Anyway, thank you. So getting back to the purpose of my visit. Apologies for the sudden intrusion. Edward, you can just call me Eddie. We're chasing down a certain pest. I haven't seen a vampire around here by chance, have you? You know, young, bit scruffy, wearing a leather jacket. You see, here's the story. One of our pack nearly took out the vampire sire and his offspring a few hours ago. It was a tough battle, we suffered losses. He tried to track them and found one of them, well, more like a pile of ash where he lay. Seemed one bloodsucker off the other while he was weakened. The family values are quite lacking. It seems patricide has occurred.
David didn't tell me anything about it. Probably that's why he had all those questions about vampirism. He was trying to get advice on where to go next after killing his creator, but in a completely idiotic way. Boop a snoop, we'll boop a snoop.
You see, Chief, vampires are parasites of the body of our society. They drink blood like mosquitoes, but unlike mosquitoes, they kill the victim by draining them dry. Languish in boredom with their mortality, and thus destroy human destinies, play with them, torment them, and derive a semblance of pleasure from their suffering.
Rope.
They are devoid of true feelings.
I look at David and devoid of any feelings, he's shaking all over.
So I would be extremely grateful for any help.
Blackmail David. Slowly glance at the tip jar, then briefly meet David's eyes, hinting he owes you a tip. I gotta do it. We need money, chat. We need money. We need money. And if we don't have money, we die. The bat nervously swallows and slowly nods his head. He fully understands my threat. I force a smile and say I haven't seen anything. A quiet, peaceful night. You can pet the puppy frogs. Be the entire problem that we are. Eddie examines me closely. He's probably catching a faint scent of blood, but my calm demeanor throws him off.
Strange. Well, okay. If he shows up, just give a whistle. We won't far away from here tonight. Good night, Chief.
The wolf goes off to his important wolf business. David crawls out of his hiding spot. He throws a few bills into the jar.
Here's your damn money. Choke on it.
Aww. Chat, changed my mind. I'm cheating.
The master threatens, blah, 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 blah.
Or smile, say I haven't seen anything. Quiet, peaceful night. Blah, blah, blah. Too bad. David crawls out of his hiding spot.
Could have turned me in.
He stares into my eyes as if trying to peer into my soul and understand what he's made of.
And that would have been the sensible decision.
And I'm glad you're not one of those sensible ones. David says with a genuine relief in his voice. He's grateful to me, and now doesn't quite know what to do with the gratitude. Now he can give me money. He clears his throat awkwardly. So, what's the answer to my question? What would you do if you were a vampire? Thank God. Okay, 'cause I wanted to finish the rest of his story. Okay. I don't care. I don't care. It's not like I don't feel guilty. Actually, I have a slight tinge in my body that goes, Gene, you have rules. Don't break your rules. But you know. What would you do if you were a vampire? He gaze reminds me of a lost fighting dog without a master, his restlessness, and can't find his place. What an advisor he picked. May the Lord help him. What would you do if you were a vampire? I take everything life has to offer, travel, entertainment, new experiences. The world is full of wonders, and when you're immortal, all doors are open to you. I just serve. One, enslave humanity. You could learn. I think I would learn. Yeah, 4 is mine. I'm gonna go with 4. I've touched on something deeply personal. His lack of education, his unrealized dreams, it's dangerous territory. As before me stands a great unrealized astrophysicist or the next Mozart. Saxophone? Seriously? You want to learn to play the blues? David laughs, but the laughter quickly fades. I remind him that he can now become whoever he wants. Break free from the usual tough guy routine. Okay, I'll think about it. Just forget the saxophones. Always wanted to learn guitar. Hooray, rock vampires! Here, take it. For buying a saxophone. Yeah! Woo! David is about to turn around and leave when he suddenly stops. He pulls a crumpled piece of paper from his pocket, scribbles a number on it, leaves it further on the table. Yes! But just as I reach for it, his hand covers mine, pressing it to the table. His skin feels cold, rough from barely visible scars and blisters. This grave-like chill sharply contrasts with the warmth of my own hand. Ooh. I feel a slight tingling, like static electricity. Call me if you need a ride from work. I've got a couple of ideas for what we could do before dawn. See you. David says goodbye and leaves. The gas station sinks into absolute silence. Well, that was quite an interesting encounter. I really could have turned him in, but I didn't want to. Hang the drawing on the wall. For someone obsessed with ass-related threats, surprisingly, his hands are quite skilled. Now I also have a date invitation from a guy who wanted to make me into his dinner half an hour ago. I don't even know what's worse. This or the offer to go home in a bone carriage, though something tells me that if I accept, I might not return home at all. I survived another visitor. Seems I'm starting to get used to this job. Wiping off the sticky residue, hoping it was just spilled soda from the counter, I suddenly hear the crunch of gravel outside. Oh, another one? How many people are there? Y'all, how many people are there? We've been going for... Is each one of these a different person? Hooves? This is definitely not a vampire. The stranger leans against the counter, trying to look casual, but the way his tail twitches betrays his nervous tension. All right. Hi. He clears his throat. Hello, sunshine. My name's Victor. Aren't your parents pirates by any chance? Chat, he's an awkward succubus. Chat, he's an awkward succubus. He's a goofy little guy. Oh my god. Aren't your parents pirates by any chance? You mean, are they rich pirates who could pay a ransom for me if you don't kidnap me? Please, sir, don't. No, sir, my parents are not pirates.
He is perfect.
I can almost read it in his eyes. I've practiced this so many times and I'm still stumbling. He breathes and fits and starts and forces a nervous, trembling smile. It's very surprising. It's very surprising that they aren't pirates, because you're a real gem. You illuminate that dirty gas station with your glow. I mean, you clean it very well. This is not a complaint to you. It's just, forget it.
Smash.
You're a gem. Let's leave it at that. Awkwardly smile in response to encourage him. I give him a light, hesitant smile. It's a bit awkward, a bit forced, but undoubtedly encouraging. Victor awkwardly smiles back, wagging his tail a little. He's a total dork. He's incredibly happy with that I didn't start an exorcism ritual. Didn't call security, though. There's probably none anyway. Or worst of all, thank you for the follows. Here we go. Then his smile gradually fades, and he looks away nervously. May I ask a question?
We keep him?
His face is burning. We might keep him. Victor takes another deep breath, frantic breath. His stomach is growling so horribly. I hope the guy's okay. Is it really that bad? I mean, is my flirting technique really that terrible? Awkwardness is a great style. This is Don't Eat the Cashier. It's been a lovely game. This might be the best compliment he's ever heard in his life.
He's a precious being.
Probably the only one. You like it? His voice mixes surprise, disbelief, and a shy glimmer of joy. I'm glad you like awkwardness, because I have plenty of it. You probably noticed. Thank you, Lunar. Right off the bat, is it really written on my face? Actually, I initially chose this tactic to charm you. Of course, everything went according to plan. He coughs shyly and mumbles something to himself. Bullshit. Then he shifts his gaze back to me. Actually, I'm here to acquire... He doesn't get to finish. We have a visitor. She stands next to the counter, clicking her mandibles impatiently. 2 packs of Brapis, a pack of scream cheese, a bag of fairy fingers, darling. By the way, your gas attendant is a real sweetheart. It's frightening to imagine what my invisible colleague looks like. He hasn't even bothered to say hello. And hurry up, I need to rush. I have a lot of work waiting for me today. I'm starting to pack the order. At the same time, this incubus awkwardly tries to hit on the lady. And I thought we had something special. Apparently the failed Casanova decides to try his luck on a new victim. Wow, you seem, so busy and cool, ma'am. And you must have a very wonderful job. She starts clicking her mandibles energetically, producing a buzzing sound that vaguely resembles laughter. Wonderful, yeah, oh yeah, well, wonderful. Wonderful for those who don't like to eat, sleep, or see their children grow. Really the best job in all the 9 worlds. Speaking of children... Victor barely recovers from her sarcasm. The lady immediately pulls out a wallet out of her bag and unfolds it. Over and over and over again. It seems endless. This is Goo Goo. He has his father's mandibles. Victor gazes into the abyss, and the abyss gazes back, revealing baby pictures. The seduction attempt has failed again. Like any mother, Lady Mantis loves her children and considers it her sacred duty to tell every passing incubus about them. This is Goo Goo. Yeah, he is a rebel phase right now. He pierced his mandibles. Can you imagine? He makes such a racket when he eats. The image of a larva in a biker jacket makes me snort. It reminds me of David. Hey, this is Gigi and Gaga. They're still larvae, but they're so talented. What talents can larvae have? They just lie there and eat. And I do too, though. Wait, don't think about it. You have very beautiful children, ma'am. All 20 of them. Incredibly cute. And that's just the first wallet. I kind of want to see him suffer. But we can't. I will help him and hand the lady her order. I want to talk to the incubus more. Oh, I got a bit carried away. I really am in a hurry. Here's your money, darling. Victor watches her disappear into the night, then turns to meet me with a grateful look. Thank you. I couldn't handle more kids. To be honest, I already broke down at the 8th. I thought looking after a cat was hard. Perhaps, hello, Astra. The lady left with very little in tips. Probably all her money went to her children. Victor suddenly remembered he came here to buy something, however my visitors rarely recall that. I need a book. Victor scans my stinking supernatural realm of discount rotten chocolate bars. It's a guide for, well, you know, succubi and, incubi. I can't remember what it's called, but I've definitely heard something about it. Could you, take a look? It's definitely not for me. It's for my less experienced friend because I'm, employee of the month in my lair. Yeah. He didn't specify whether he was the worst or the best employee of the month. Well, life force harvesting for dummies or, something like that. I hear him mumbling quietly to himself. Such a shame. I should have just stayed home and rewatched Evangelion. Evangelion for the 10th time. He's a nerd! He's a nerd! Get spotted, nerd. He likes anime. He's adorable. He's adorable. I'm heading to the storage room just a few hours before I was rushing around here looking for blood for a very hungry monster. Now, all these vials, eyes, and tentacles seem less ominous. A gigantic dead moth lies on top of one of the boxes. Perhaps it's just very tired. I'm rummaging around through the book section, deep in between baboon metaphysics and limits of patience for your dead servants. I find the desired volume. I come back from the storage room holding the forbidden mind-bending treatise titled Everything You Ever Wanted to Know About Demons and Everything You Didn't Want to Know About Them. Wow, this is definitely better than those PDF guides from the various sites for, never mind who. Clearly not for the whole family. Let's study it. Baby girl, we should not be reading a porn book together, woof. Yes, it would be very unusual if you just paid me, tipped me, and moved along. I expect too much from life. But in fact, this will be entertaining educational lesson. It certainly won't be unnecessary. And the guy looks like those pictures are enough to make him faint. The sooner it's over, the sooner I can send him on his way. We find a cozy spot next to the counter.
Voidlings. He belongs to the Voidling cult.
I pull the grimoire closer. I open the book, and the pages, yellowed and brittle with age, release a cloud of dust and indecent, horrifying desires. Incubi, the nature of tempting rogue, hooves of desire. Yeah, tempting rogues. Yeah, that's me. Yeah, definitely me. Hooves are just like mine. You've no idea how awful they clop, especially on tiles. Oh, when you sneak to the fridge at night, the whole house wakes up with you. Everyone thinks there's a big, clumsy cow living in your apartment. Victor, you look more like a sleep paralysis demon. Yeah, no, they're all purple. Oh, you're right. All incubi really are purple. I thought my skin color was just some kind of coincidence. Have you never met an incubi before? Honey, are you all alone? Oh, sweetie. He needs help. A little smooch or something, like when you create a character in a video game and just spin the color wheel until you stumble upon something weird. Let us choose. He gives me a cautious look, as if not entirely sure about the coolness of his purple hue. Fine, Necro. I'll let you choose this one. I'm not even going to read it, though. You pick them. I'm closing my eyes. All right, tell me what number you got. What number you wanted. I'm waiting. Are you going to tell me? Come on. Which one? I can't... What? Speak up. Silence. Okay, well, I guess it's just me here. I guess I'll pick. All right, so 4? I'm just kidding. We'll do 2. I got you.
2?
There we go. I had my eyes closed the entire time, chat. I said I'm going to close my eyes. Tell me what you want, and I couldn't read your text. Please tell me that me rage baiting did not fly over everybody's head. I was really trying hard to rage bait. His face immediately brightens with a smile. Yeah? Well, I think it's pretty cool, too. It's nice to know you like my, what's it called? Demonic, phenotype? Victor turns his attention back to the book and runs his clawed fingers down the lines. Incubi, apprentices, It did work on Necro, didn't realize. Apprentices of vibrant hues of the soul. They draw power not from blood of life source, but from pure, potent energy, mortal emotions. Although refined bouquet of positive emotions is the preferred ambrosia. Ambrosia. What a fancy word. A practitioner can also sustain themselves with more coarse, fickle energies of negativity, despair, horror, humiliation, provide a quick, albeit unpleasant rush of power. It's no wonder that now, after an argument with someone in the comments, I feel like I've eaten a few raisins. Oh. Judged by the expression on his face, he clearly isn't cut out for the horrors of humiliations. His limit is probably arguing on 4chan. Also, a kind of source of horrors and humiliations, but still, it's a bit different. An incubus can, albeit less effectively, form a symbiotic connection by feeding off a single, consenting, mortal vessel. The mortal vessel, in turn, can absorb some of the power from the incubus, among other things, their immortality. Wow, sounds like a decent deal. I certainly always have plenty of emotions, mostly hatred for the fact that I have to, that to earn money, you have to work a whole mountain of raisins for Victor, or whatever he called it. What a relief. Just one person. The thought of having to chase after a whole bunch of strangers makes me feel sick. All right, voidlings. 1, 2, or 3. Strangers are the scariest thing right after rent, but I love communicating well sometimes, or stay silent. 1 or 2. A lot of ones, good ones. Hi, Oswald. Ones. Fine. All right, we got it. I got the ones. Yeah, I totally understand you. It's probably even harder to deal with the clients like me. Communication's always a horror show in itself, and you had, little horror with vampires and ghosts, just a nightmare. He really looks at me with sympathy. He feels sorry for me. I don't even know how to react to that. Trying to understand what people want from you is quite a challenge. It's like trying to play a game with its rules changing every 5 seconds. And someone has turned off your screen, and you're paralyzed, basically. Yeah, I completely get you. Victor flips through the grimoire, reading the chapter titles. Techniques on rogue seduction, juicy emotional juices, using lascivious? What? Lascivious energies for thaumaturgical purposes. I don't even want to know. I just wanted to not starve without energy and maybe pay my rent. I don't need to be a lusty cousin of Doctor Strange. His finger finally jabs at a random chapter title, something in the middle. Love letters. He seems completely, irrevocably outdated, especially the part about carrier pigeon colors. Love letters? Who writes love letters anymore? This should apply to text messages now, right? Well, this is a good start. Let's work on this before moving on to more complex seduction methods. He pulls out a pen from somewhere. A cheap ballpoint. Yeah, why colors of pigeon? There's no way colors of pigeon mean something, right? Hello. Elena, hi. Victor, he's lovely. I love Victor. He's cute so far. A cheap ballpoint pen with an anime cat charm on the end. I hand him a grease-stained napkin, like everything in this rotten place. The book says to convey aching adoration and a hint of forbidden desire. Victor starts scribbling something on the napkin. No, I hit the wrong button. You know what, we're just gonna. Oh, ads are here. Ads are here. Chat, voidlings of all kinds and sizes. We'll be right back. Ads are here, which is perfectly fine because, oh my god, what did he draw? BRB. See y'all soon. Oh. Let's do it. You ready? Okay. I know, his drawing is awful. I can't believe he drew that. Out of all the things he could have drawn, why that, you know? I mean, you know, it is what it is. No, Victor. Come on. I said I'd let you pick. Which one are you picking, chat? 1 or 2? No, don't say 1. No, not 1. Okay, 2? 2? We going with 2? Oh, why are they slowly becoming 1s? Why are they slowly becoming 1s? Okay, wait, there's more 2s on this platform. There's more of... Okay, there's enough 2s. Perfect. No, Victor, try again. Yeah, I guess this really isn't the most aching thing in the world. He takes a less greasy napkin from me and starts drawing again. What about this? It's fine. It's adorable, but no, Victor. Victor, you need... Fine. Will you marry me? And a funny kitty. Wonderful. That lonely, pain-filled tear is like a cherry on top. I'll let you pick 1, 2, or 3. Check the yes box. Yes, that's definitely better. No, Victor, try again. Don't say, don't, no. You simps. You simps. Absolute simps. You are all... I can't believe you. I can't believe you're all so desperate for a nerdy, awkward boy. I get why I have viewers. I get why I have viewers, chat. Because I'm a nerdy, awkward boy. I get it. Fine. Yes. Victor's mind is now a blue screen of death. This probably means the picture turned out well, right? With a trembling hand, he takes the drawing for himself. If my client gets a heart attack, Bob will probably kill me. Victor continues to flip through the book. Reorganizing the desires of the vessel. He scans the first few lines of text. It's all about observing subtle hints, interpreting body languages, and engaging in candid conversation to uncover the special nature of a mortal's carnal desires. He glances at me. What is vessel Peebus? I forgot my name is Peebus. I forgot my name is Peebus. He glances at me. What does the vessel Peebus want? The vessel wants money. I get to pick this one, chat. It's about the vessel. I'm the vessel. The vessel wants stable mental health. The vessel wants fame, love, and adoration. The vessel wants to become the new Sandro Botticelli. I don't know who that is. The vessel wants a simple human sofa. And I'm picking mine. Oh. Great. Great. And, pizza, right? Look, I like couches and I like cuddles on couches. And cuddles is like one of the best places. Couches are one of the best places to cuddle. So, like, you know, because it's still, like, active enough that you can still do things and you can still be awake and you're not, like, falling asleep and there's no expectation. So it's nice. Right? Versus, like, beds. Half the time is either you're just making out in a bed or just going to sleep. Couches don't, like, require anything. You can just be there. Cuddles are the best places for to couch. You're right. Thank you, V1. Thank you for telling me, pointing out my failings. Great. And pizza, right? His eyes genuinely sympathetic and understanding of every delicate string of my unfortunate lonely soul. God, I want that right now. I would love couch pizza A movie. A dog. Share Gene. Share what? Him? Oh, you can share. Of course I notice UV1. I notice all of you. I look at all of you all the time. Hello, Lenny. That's honestly quite a simple desire. I think it's, if the criteria for the second person on the couch aren't too strict, I could easily help. Though sometimes I comment too loudly on what's happening on the screen. I hope that's not too much of a problem. Okay, he's perfect. I'm just weirdly similar to this man. But I am significantly more charismatic. Sometimes you just can't help but make a stupid comment 10, 20, in 5 minutes. Especially when you know some facts about the movie. He continues to study the villainous seduction manual. The art of verbal seduction and slippery flattery. To his surprise, Victor finds no mention of the fact that pirate compliments work on living people. We examine the first paragraph where the words are labeled as keys to the treasure chest of the heart, and flattery is described as a powerful aphrodisiac for the ego. It's all very dramatic, but the main idea is quite simple. Say nice things. Don't say unpleasant things. This is, definitely outdated. If I tell someone that his eyes are double gateways to the Champs-Élysées, I'll definitely get sprayed with the pepper. And this, good lord, when I kiss you, I tremble like a paralyzed beggar. How is that supposed to work? No, that's too much, even for me. Victor clears his throat. His gaze slides over me, trying to latch onto something particularly attractive about my appearance. Oh yeah, no, chat, I will perpetually butcher French for the rest of my life. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. There's something that's significantly... I can do a lot of things. I can't speak French. Thank you for the slice of cake. I appreciate it. Ow. Look, some things have to be out of my reach or you'll think I'm too incredible. And you'll all fall in love with me head over heels, and you'll give me all of your money. So me not being able to pronounce French, thank you for ice cream, is the one thing saving you from my incredible graces, chat. You would give me all your money otherwise, if I could speak French. It's true. It's true. Thank you for the rose as well. His German tongue be too thick? It is. My German, natürlich kann ich keine Französisch sprechen. Trying to latch on something particular. Thank you for the chili. Aye. Thank you for the biddies. Did you just want to throw cheese at me? You have, very elegant ear shape. Hello. 1, 2, or 3, chat. Thank you, Victor. No, you? God, why me? You sure? Oh, thank you for the heart buff. Okay, ones. We got ones? All right. I'm seeing a lot of ones. Ones look more. Thank you, Victor. No problem. I mean, they really are. They're a very elegant curve, aesthetically pleasing. 11 out of 10 on the, thank you for the donut. Thank you for the donut. Your attractiveness scale? Ears on my head are 11 out of 10. Will there ever be a happier day in my life? He takes a deep breath, gathering his courage for another compliment. Is he just using me? For a while, he tries to find some foothold to latch onto, but he can't seem to find the words. You are a very multifaceted person. Name of that, Bats. You combine so much. I don't know how to exactly to describe it. He lets out a quiet chuckle. You're a person with a body and personality. Congrats. I'm wooed. God, my heart flutters. He's got me. But I like that you're so, unpredictable. A lot of stress, of course, but it's incredibly fun. Now my unpredictability is a source of stress for someone else. How wonderful. Smiles, that wasn't bad. Shake your head. He needs to try harder. All right, 1 or 2. Bro, it's cool. Just give me the ring. God, you are all such easy. I mean, look, I'd rather have a bunch of people obsessed with a nerd versus somebody obsessed with a muscle hunk, but hey, we'll take it. He smiles gently in response. Despite everything, he starts to relax. I want love, damn it. He's probably beginning to feel more comfortable around me. I would have never thought a monster would have struggled with discomfort from interacting with a mortal soul, but not the other way around. Another chapter. How to be a mirror. I didn't know we could change. Oh, it's metaphorical. The text describes the principle of mirroring, subtly borrowing the mannerism, speech pattern, and even expressed opinions of the victim to create a sense of closeness and understanding. Oh, narcissism, got it. The path of least resistance to gaining mortal attachment. No, what about all that stuff about just be yourself and everything will work out? My mom lied to me. I've been good, Liz. How are you? My mom lied to me, didn't she? With similar interests. What do ordinary people like? Football and weather? Cheeks, he's perfect for you. He likes weather. Definitely not anime and Dark Souls. Never mind. He doesn't like weather. He likes anime and Dark Souls. Discussing the brilliant soundtrack of Silent Hill with people is a bad idea, that's for sure. Okay, chat. He's perfectly made for anybody who watches live streams. I get it. All right, practice. The book says practice is the key to success. Victor lifts his gaze to me. He's my type? I mean... V1, get me a grilled cheese. Play along with me, please. Like we, just met. Beautiful, mortal soul, I have appeared to you in this half-dream so many times, but I finally decided to find you in reality. I won't let you go so easily again. Even though the words aren't the most elegant, there's something supernatural about them. I still begin to feel a pull. A shiver runs down my spine. Ooh. All right, come on, you don't have to pretend to get close to someone to make friends. I'd love to talk about Silent Hill soundtrack, give into the feeling, or let's just leave it at that. 1, 2, or 3, chat. Oh, you simps. It's not even a competition, it's all twos. Come on, fine. He moves closer, his movement suddenly becomes smooth and eerily graceful. The words this creature now speaks bypass my mind and penetrate straight into my primal parts of my brain. I play along, but part of me realizes this isn't entirely a game. I'm a mortal being, and he's a demon from hell who came from my wretched soul. I know this is dangerous, mortal, that it's wrong. Forbidden fruit, but doesn't that make it all the sweeter? Oh no. The last remnants of reason. Did you call me June? Ludvain, let him ruin us, June? June? No. You just called me June. Out of all the names you could have called me, June? I was gonna give in at this point, but that would have pulled me out. It's almost as bad as Jane. Oh, sorry, we are about to die. Depressed. Oh, yes, everything else replies. I lean into him with my whole body, eager to hear the last forbidden, incredibly sensual. Oh, damn it. No.
Sorry, you're right, Eugene. I forgot.
My leg just cramped. The resonant hum abruptly cuts off. We are back to that little gas station. Sorry, I couldn't hold that seductive pose for more than 10 minutes, but, it seemed like we were doing pretty well. Right? What even was that thing? He's swinging through the trees a bit longer before letting out a sigh. His stomach growls again. It seems like he could use an emotional snack. I think we've covered all the important stuff. I suppose it's time to wrap things up. He starts to rise from the floor. He floats into the ceiling fan. He hits the ceiling fan and knocks him across the room. He explodes in chunks of blood and viscera. Sorry, no, that was just in my head. Wait, how did that happen? No one explained anything to you. Even I had a briefing, a 2-minute one. That's nothing. Okay, 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Chat, pick it. 1, 1, 1, 1. 2. Oh, it's a good balance right now. Ones. Ones. I don't know. 2. Any chance at now, please? Now, please. What? Ones? Okay, looks like we got a lot of ones. We'll do ones. I'll tell you, but, promise you won't laugh. I promise. Leaf watches over his face. Yes. Wonderful. I accidentally sold my soul on the dark net. What? How does that happen? He holds a dramatic pause. We said we wouldn't laugh. You don't get a choice in this matter, chat. Oh, I didn't laugh in game. Bro sold had value in Bitcoin. I mean, if you got me one whole Bitcoin for my soul, I would, ooh. Oh, he is like me. I would do that. Damn it. Fuck, what an idiot I was. I dropped out of college back then because of the constant stress, moved into a tiny dump and barely left my apartment. Scraping by with some freelance work. I talked well. Sometimes I chatted with various anonymous folks from 4chan. People without names, gender, or ages. And then I stumbled upon a stupid ad. What did I have to lose? Definitely not a demon 7566, and the chat offered me a chance to escape loneliness. Later, after I turned into this creature, he told me he did it for laughs. Left no instructions, just wrote, "Get good." And a chat and deleted all context. Gene, is that you? Shut up! I made you in a gacha club, and I have your mark. Oh, cool! I don't know what gacha club is, but that sounds cool. He was curious to see if I could handle it. His chance to escape loneliness turned out to be putting me in an incredibly deadly situation. He lifts his eyes to me. The memory is a fresh wound for him. Before I can even respond, he jumps up from the floor. But I've already wasted enough of your time. He clops his way to the counter. I'm glad to hear that, dark side. Well, to be honest, I didn't really understand much. Those chapters are so strange. He lets out a quiet chuckle. You know what? It was great. I haven't had this much fun in a while. I think if I even ate properly. Finally, positive energy, I mean. Thanks for the lunch. I'm not sure if I need to pay for that too, but I'll leave some money just in case. His tail twitches awkwardly. I haven't really interacted with people since college killed my will to live. I felt strange not to feel like such an idiot around someone. Thank you very much. He tosses some money in the jar, then takes a deep breath and adds, and
Quick, close the cage. He can't leave us.
we're not kidnapping him, chat. Give us a tip, Victor. Maybe someday we could, well, hang out together. Not as a lesson, just play some silly games like friends. Why not as friends? We could make it a date, wiggle eyebrow. Or, okay, buddy, I'll think about it. All right, chat. Pick 1 or 2. It's a lot of ones. That is a lot of ones. Only ones on that side? Okay, fine. Fine. Simps. Making out with the homies.
Please, Jene, can we keep him?
We'll keep him. A date? His tail starts wagging wildly, knocking over 3 bags of chips, a can of Coke, and a bottle of Gloomy D.
Smash all of them and the vault.
Thank you for the sub. I appreciate it. I'm in. Of course. I'm ready. He struggles to rein in the flow of enthusiasm and takes a frantic breath. See you then. Goodbye. Bye. Beavis. Bye, Peebus. Good luck with your shift. It was nice to meet you. The gas station returned to its silence, broken only by the hum of refrigerators and my own two loud thoughts. So a crazy god, a vampire thug, and a shy incubus walk into a gas station. Sounds like a start of a really bad joke. My life is now a joke. Just great. I just wanted to pay my bills. I didn't sign up for interdimensional quarrels and therapy sessions for the undead. Why'd you name yourself Peebus? Because it's hilarious. But on the other hand, I wasn't eaten and I wasn't turned into a piece of furniture. But the standards of this night, that's a resounding success. I cautiously glanced at the door to Bob's office. There was a low, guttural humming, like a giant, disgruntled computer tower was working inside. The clonk of the wall indicated it was the end of my shift. With a sigh of relief, I began closing up the place. Finally, I walked to the front door and inserted the key into the lock and was about to turn it in when suddenly, thank you for the follow-up, Bubbleberry. No way. We have to pick? Organism. I jumped in place, nearly dropping everything. Organism, your performance has exceeded all my algorithm predictions by 47.3%. You're not just an organism, you're an efficient, flawless machine for generation currency. I am feeling an emotion you kind describe as managerial pride. If you keep up the good work, the possibility of receiving a 25-cent bonus will become not just hypothetical, but quite real. Organism, restore your energy resources in return for further exploitation. Ah, what a relief. He vanished as suddenly as he had appeared, leaving nothing but ringing silence behind. I stood for a few seconds processing what I'd heard. When I slowly turned the key in the lock, click. First shift complete. I survived. And now I can do anything, which means... Return to the store to Bob. A romantic evening awaits you. All right, chat. I will allow you to pick it. 1, 2, or 3. Or 4. Or 5. Okay, that's a lot of cheeks. Relax, cheeks. 1, 3. A lot of threes. A lot of threes. A lot of threes. 3, 3, 3, 4. 3, 3, 3, 3, 3. 4. You're not gonna make it. Okay, it looks like we mostly have...
All of them.
We can't do all of them. We're calling Victor. Victor promises to come faster than the wind. True to his word, when his car pulls into the parking lot, he nearly knocks over a trash bin. My bad. It's an old, well-maintained car, clearly inherited from his grandfather. Inside, it's warm and smells nice. His apartment is exactly as I imagined, a bit cluttered, but cozy. Oh, that's adorable. As soon as I get humiliated by the very first boss, Victor sitting next to me laughs. That's not you're bad at this, as you say. It's just that I'm a nerd with a whole lot of free time. His finger glides effortlessly over the buttons. I felt at ease for the first time in a long time. No fear, no tension, just two people playing video games. Have I met the jester? I have. Rest my head on his shoulders. He freezes for a second, then blush appears on his violet cheeks. He coughs awkwardly, but doesn't pull away. Instead, he gently leans his head towards mine. Beebus, you've made me so happy in just one evening. I'll do everything I can to make you so happy. I close my eyes, listening to the quiet clicking of buttons. An incubus partner. My partner's an incubus, and he's better at Souls-like games than I am. For now. Something very interesting is definitely happening with my life. You thought that was going to be it, chat? Heck no! We're going back! Alright, which one do you want to do next? What do we got? A lot of 1s, a lot of 2s, a lot of 4. Alright, we're going to save Bob for the very last one. Let's start with... 1. The words escaped my lips before I could think them through. I shouted into the void, expecting at best an echo. But the void answered. From around the corner with a quiet clatter of hooves on asphalt, it appeared a carriage crafted from bones polished to a shine, drawn by a pair of horses, woven from pure shadows. The carriage door swung open by itself, inviting me inside. How mysterious. I stepped over the threshold. and the world spun in a kaleidoscope of mad colors and sentient frogs. When a whirlwind subsided, I felt myself falling. Instead of a hard landing, I found myself in someone's embrace. I knew you had come, my dear. Darren's voice was velveteen sly. I looked down and realized that my t-shirt and jeans had been replaced by some elegant attire. How old-fashioned of him. The kingdom missed you so much. Every crook spire of this castle longed for your silhouette. Every mad courtier whispered your name, hoping you would return and bring even more chaos to our usual chaos. He looked into my eyes, and his gaze was a mix of madness and adoration, and the promise of the most unpredictable eternity. Everything, I will give you everything. How about a pet? I can bring you the most beautiful griffin. Or better yet, two, so that they won't be bored when I take you for rides around our lands. If one moon bores you, we'll have 3. Or I could get a few garden gnomes, and I'm getting ahead of myself. Let it be a surprise. This is the jester, Lenny. He pulls me closer by the waist. His lips almost touch the shell of my ears as he speaks the next words.
You will never be sad again. From this moment, sadness for you is just a word in a foreign language. My dear, my monarch.
And all it took was one night shift at a gas station. Yay! All right, next one. Of course I'm going to do all of them, chat. Of course I'm going to do all of them. Organism. Skip. All right. David, Bob, home. You ready? Maybe it was a bad idea, or maybe it was my best one yet.
You call David and actually call Gemboy David.
I'm not calling David. The creature on the other end informs me in a raspy voice that he'll be here in 10 minutes. And sure enough, soon the roar of a motorcycle shatters the silence of the night. A battered but powerful bike pulls up next to me.
Come on, move your ass. Sunrise is soon.
His voice sounds gentle. I move my ass and climb onto the seat behind him. Woof. Wrapping my arms around his waist, he lets out a satisfied sigh.
And by the way, enjoy today's sunrise while you can.
I freeze. I know exactly what he means. This could be my last sunrise as a human. Ooh, maybe I want to become a vampire, maybe not. Either way, we're making the decision together now. 1 or 2, chat. 1 or 2. 1, 2, 1. All right, let's do 1. He slightly turns his head. The surprise in his eyes is replaced by a brief glimmer of respect. He looks at me like a tamed wolf, like an equal. His hand covers mine, resting on his chest, and gently squeezes it.
Okay, boss. Whatever you say.
Whatever awaits us, eternal wonderings, arguments over who cleans the blood off the dishes today, and the necessity of pretending to be our own descendants, we'll face together. The motorcycle roars and heads out onto the highway. Hey! That one was pretty good. All right, now for the best one. For the best one, the best possible answer. Bob. Oh no, Mr. Manager, we're not saying goodbye just yet. I head back to the gas station and push open the door to his office. Oh! In the middle of the room, buried underneath folders and invoices, stood a gigantic, ridiculously canopy bed, and on it, surrounded by rose petals, reclined Bob. Or rather, he wasn't just lying there, he was posing, one tentacle coyly supporting his spherical body where a human chin would be. Others were elegantly draped over the sheets. His numerous eyes blinked slowly, focusing on me.
Oh, organism, I wasn't expecting you so soon.
His voice has always boomed in my head, but now it had a sultry undertones.
But since you're here,
one tentacle slowly seductively beckoned me forward.
I propose we spend the evening in romantic engagement. We'll study void biboki enclosure schemes.
I took a step into his office and slowly closed the door behind me. Amazing. Amazing. All right, last option. Let's go home. Boop. No. I've had enough adventures for one day. The bus arrived surprisingly quickly. I climbed into a half-empty cabin, collapsed onto a seat by the window. Outside, the walking city rolled by. Ordinary people heading to ordinary jobs, none of them selling discount rot for fending off vampires. My pigsty retreat never felt so homey and cozy. The familiar creak of floorboards, the smell of dust and cheap coffee all seemed heaven sent. I didn't even bother with dinner, I just shrugged off my clothes and fell into bed. Soft, familiar, free of tentacles and ectoplasm. No monster, no threats, just silence. This is on itch.io if you'd like to check it out. And pleasant nightmarish dreams. Yes, chat, so this was... Don't Eat the Cashier. It is absolutely free on itch.io. If you do go to itch.io, leave a review, say that I told you about the game. Say Lucky Gene said I need to play this game because I did. And that way, if the games like me enough, maybe one day they'll, pay me to voice act for them. I'm just saying, if you want to hear my voice more, you could possibly, Is there a chance you've already tried Freak Circus? I did do Freak Circus. On the YouTube, Lucky Gene VT, there is a full playthrough of Freak Circus. I've not tried to get for any other endings. I might go back to it sometime and, see if we can get some other endings. But this was great. This was a lot of fun. I had a great time with this, chat. You tried a Date with Death? Date of Death is on my list. Have you seen the kid at the back? In Freak Circus or in this? Because I have not seen a kid at the back in this game. Can you play Gotcha Life? No clue what that is. That was so good. This was so fun. I'm glad you all had a lot of fun. I do want to do these. I'll do about, what's up, Dark Side the Dark? I will do these about, we'll do 2 or 3 of these a week, I think. What's next on the list? Well, we're going to be coming to an end pretty soon. Oh, the kid is a separate game. Oh, I got you. Okay. Kid at the back. Okay, let me take a look at it. Kid at the back. It's long? Ooh, okay, you know what? I will have to put... I struggle with long games. This is the longest length I can usually do. So, maybe I'll think about it. But I will do a few other ones. Oh, cool. I'll check it out, Dark Side. The game is, the game's called Don't Kill the Cashier, if anybody's haven't played it before. It's a great game. We'll do about 3 of these a week, I think, of these kind of dating sim, visual novel games. It's fun to voice. I get to practice my voice acting. Not 3. An amount. I'll figure it out later. No promises. But thank you all for enjoying this so much. Because you all have enjoyed these so much, we'll keep doing them. And the more you enjoy them, the more I will do them, the more videos will come out of them. Now, for those of you who don't know what is going on over on Twitch, we are doing a subathon. We are raising money for my stream so that I can, afford to do incredible things with streaming. We have raised about, $14,000 so far? We have funded a full 3D model, which I'll be getting soon, or I'll be paying for soon, a book that I'm writing. The next step will be an audiobook that I'll be doing for the first novel that I'm writing. We have funded LLC. A merch store is in the works. It's going to be made very, very soon, so if you're interested in Lucky Gene merch, including pins that are the Oshi marks, keep an eye out for that. But all of this stuff will be posted after the subathon. We are on day 33 of the subathon, 8 hours a day. We still have... How many hours left do we have, chat? 21 hours. But feel free to check me out on all the platforms. I'm on TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, Twitch, YouTube. And all these playthroughs will be edited down, removing the ad breaks, cutting out a little bit of the unnecessaries, and posted almost raw to YouTube. But voidlings of all shapes and sizes and all places, just remember that I appreciate all of you.
You've all been so amazing. You've all been so very, very, very cool. But we're going to have to call it here because I need to get some sleep so I can wake up tomorrow to stream again. I'll be back in the morning at 6 a.m. MST. I hope to see you all there. Stay incredible. Stay amazing. Stay as lovely as you always are. And more importantly, stay lucky. Thank you for watching today. But always remember that you're never allowed out, or else I'll get in trouble. Bye. I'm stuck. Stuck. Help!